And welcome into Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and we are here at Portales for the last game of the regular season. It is, of course, a district game, and it all comes down to this game because these teams are both 4-1 in district. Lovington is ranked second. Portales is ranked number 1. And these two teams met and fought at a Wildcat Gym on February 6th. It went into overtime, and it ended up 51-48 in favor of Portales. Just a 3-point victory, and it was a hard-fought game, close all the way. It really was. Lovington, Portales led they led the first half, 2 of the 4 quarters. The third one was tied, ended in a 37-all tie at the end of the third. Fourth quarter, it ended up, again, tied by the end of the game, but the lead switched back and forth during that fourth quarter. Lovington really did not play as well in the first half of that game. They were trailing by 5 at half, but they did come back. They managed to come back. They were down, quite a bit in that game, and managed to come back. Knows what it's like. They know what it's like to come back from behind and to be able to win, to beat teams. But this one, they didn't get past. And so now, TJ, it all comes down to tonight to decide the regular season championship. And more importantly, to decide who goes on as the number 1 team, into that district tournament, the number 1 team and the number 1 seed from the district into district tournament next week. And, home games, all of that. There are all kinds of implications down the road as far as state tournament, the seedings. Right now, Lovington is ranked 7th in New Mexico 4A. Right now, they would get a home game in the first-round playoffs, no problem.
Well, that's if. And
that's
there's
right.
always
that's
a
true.
big
There's
if.
Always
You mentioned
if.
that because, you mentioned that the winner of this game will be the outright district champion.
That's right.
Period. End of discussion. That team will have the number 1 seed in the district tournament. Don't get me started on district tournaments in 14 districts. You already play a double round robin.
Right.
I think they're ridiculous, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll be glad when the boys get there.
Yeah.
But really, I don't like the district tournaments in these tiny little districts like we've got down here in southeast New Mexico. But here's what's at stake.
Yeah.
Even more so tonight. You've got not only the number 1 seed in the district tournament and the outright district championship, that also guarantees you a slot in the state tournament. You don't have to wait for Selection Sunday other than to find anything out.
Right.
But here's what's really on the line tonight. If Lovington wants a home game, they have to win tonight, a home playoff game. It is, there's no question about it. No ifs, no ands, no buts. They must win. Because the way the bylaws are written, if Portales beats them, Lovington cannot be taken as a higher seed than Portales. So Portales, they're looking at their only shot at a home playoff game is to win tonight. So there is a lot on the line for both of these teams. Portales, under first-year head coach Jonathan Langen, is not going to be scared of this Wildcat team. They went to Wildcat Gym. As you mentioned, they beat them in overtime, led for about half the game, and then Lovington
came back, did their job in third and fourth quarters. They did.
But it's going to be important for Lovington to not have that letdown. You do not want to get behind, especially in a place that can get as loud and as rowdy as this, the Ram Athletic Center, because it can disrupt your timing, it can disrupt your communication. So a lot on the line tonight, and I think if Lovington steps on the gas, they need to keep it there, and they need to keep it there the whole game. Sometimes they've been a little inconsistent this season.
They have.
And they've had some times where they've just kind of gone to sleep offensively. Their defense has kept them in everything that they've been in, but their offense has to be clicking from the word go tonight.
And sometimes they have cold shooting to begin with. Sometimes it takes a while to find their three-point range, and they've had times when they've started off the game cold. Then they've had times where they've been red hot the first half, and then they've had a letdown in the third quarter. So it has been they're a little hard to predict, let's just say that. And but they've managed to come out on top. They are 19-6 on the season, and so they are having a stellar season, the best season they've had in a very long time, and looking good and playing with the confidence that comes with that record, that comes comes with those come-from-behind wins. It comes with those you staying in the game, listening to the coach, and they're very well coached, but they've also executed, well. But when they haven't executed, that's when we've seen the inconsistencies. And so it's going to be really important for them to put all aspects of their game together as early as they can. You mentioned get up early and stay up if you can, because that has been a problem. Sometimes they've gone a little cold, shooting's gone cold, or they've gone a little sleep. And what has really kept them in it as well all season long, free throw shooting.
They've been much more consistent
yes.
this season from the charity stripe.
And
that is true.
They draw foul. They know how to draw fouls. Ashlyn Barunda is queen of that, but their other players have stepped up and kind of learned that art and learned that. Abby Schaus, Corral, and they have shown poise at the free throw line, and that has either helped bring them back from behind or kept them ahead in games. So those are things that they need to continue to do well. But it's going to be a fun game to watch tonight. That's one thing about the Lady Cats this year. They have been fun and exciting to watch. I hope they're having as much fun on the court playing as a team together as it is to watch them. And it's been a pleasure to watch them develop and grow individually and as a team over these several seasons now, and to come into their full potential. And they really have been peaking at the right time, and now is the time to do it. So they have their, they've got their goals, they've got their eyes on the prize. The prize is, as we continue through the season, and the first prize happens tonight, the decision of who is the regular season champion for 2025-26. So we will know that tonight. A lot of the other factors we won't know, because we'll turn around and play that district tournament next. And now, also what they get if they win tonight, the Lady Cats get to cruise through.
They go right to the finals.
Exactly. They go right to the finals. They get to cruise through the whole week and not have to play, and then go right to the championship game and await, probably, maybe. You never know. That's why you play this.
Portales or Goddard, most likely.
Yeah, they may see Portales, but it was Goddard who knocked off Portales. If Goddard had not done that, we wouldn't be talking about all this tonight. We wouldn't be talking about this.
No, we would be talking about needing to win tonight to force a playoff.
Just to stay in it. And but Goddard came along on February 11th and defeated Portales 42-23. I mean, it wasn't even close. It wasn't the 3-point overtime victory that Portales scored over Lovington. Oh no, they just lost big time by almost 20 points.
And I've got to wonder if maybe there was some sickness or something going on that day
that was a really
didn't have everybody available that day. So that's a possibility, because then they came back and took care of Artesia pretty handily. Right. So you got to think something weird.
Something
of course,
happened,
sometimes weird things
happened.
just happens. But when it goes from being what they had been scoring on average, around 45, 48 a game,
23?
to 23, you're going, wait a minute,
really odd.
What happened here?
So that's the story as we set things up for tonight's game. Is we're expecting that both of these are so much on the line. Both these teams want it. We're going to see who wants it more and can stay cool under pressure, who can be most consistent, and who can execute the best tonight from beginning to end in this ballgame.
Well,
we'll
and you mentioned cool under pressure, too. I would expect Portales, and you saw them in the first game, I didn't, but I would expect Portales' game plan to do everything you can to shut down Barunda, take away her shooting lanes, keep a hand in her face. I would guess you're probably going to have your best defender on Ashlyn the entire game. And I would imagine Coach Langen's going to tell them, wherever she goes, you go. You keep a hand in her face. And I would bet they have their next two defenders somewhere blocking in Schaus to try and keep her from being such a force in the paint.
They didn't have a true answer for her, so they really focused on Barunda, and they double-teamed Barunda. They didn't just keep one gal on Barunda. They tried to keep two.
Well, and we've seen a couple of times where they put two on Barunda, two on Schaus,
right.
and said, let somebody else beat us.
Exactly. And so we'll have to see exactly what they come up with tonight. But, Portales didn't play a perfect game by any means. Lovington didn't either, but it was evenly matched. It was fun to watch, and we'll see what fireworks these teams bring tonight. Lovington, again, wants to win, needs to win. Moving on, so many more good things happen for them if they win this game tonight. But they got to do it on they're not on home court. They got to do it here, as you mentioned. In is there a nickname for this?
It's the Rack.
The Rack.
The
Okay.
Ram Athletic Center.
The Ram Athletic Center. The Rack.
The Rack.
Okay. RAC. All right. So we'll see, because they're on the court here at the Rack, and we're going to take a break and come back and get this one started. We'll run down your rosters and so forth, but we'll take a break and be back with more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94KZOR Facebook.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball from Portales. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. This is the first of a doubleheader tonight because the Lady Cats, Lady Rams doing battle first, and then, of course, the Cats and the Rams will take the court as the boys will use halftime of the girls' game to warm up, and then immediately after the game, that's when the fireworks and festivities for the second game tonight will take place, and we will certainly just hang around and bring you both of those right here. But just about ready to pull the girls off the court and get ready. So let's run down the rosters. I like to do the whole roster, and then we'll talk about, as we know, the starters. They don't have the kind of scoreboard here at the Rack that allows you to see who the starters are going to be beforehand. So we'll just catch those during the introduction of players. For Portales, under head coach Langan, number 10 is Maria Lujan, 14 is Lisette Gomez, 20 is Molly Ainsworth, 21 is Samantha Babalola, 22 is Addison Mayberry, 24 is Delaney Banda, 25 is Brielle Lucero, 30 is Amaya Lujan, 34 is Zoe Urban, and 35 is April Macho Benavides.
And I still see it very strange. I keep looking down there expecting to see Coach Fraze. He was the girls' coach here.
Forever.
Literally ever. And then it's like, wait a minute, he's not the coach anymore.
Right. And for Lovington, of course, under head coach Chief Bridgeforth, number 3 is Delilah Ruiz, 4 is Jasmine Hernandez, 10 is Braylon Hernandez, 12 is Nayeli Ruiz, 14 is Ashlyn Borunda, 22 is Zoe Blackwell, 23 is Leslie Corral, 24 is Jabri Rios, 30 is Valeria Silva, and 42 is Abby Schaus. And number 5, I'm going to write her in, is Rivera. It is, she wasn't listed, and I had her on the last roster. And they put her in. She's just an 8th grader, and she made her varsity debut a couple of games ago, and she saw some minutes in that last game. And she went in, and Coach McCraw actually texted me, and I don't have that roster here, but I think her last name is Rivera, and her first name, it's a shortened version. I want to say Abby, but it's not Abby. It's like that. But she does wear jersey number 5.
And we're getting ready for
We are
playing
the
of
national anthem. So we'll take a break, stand up, and we'll be back and tell you who the starters are and get this one tipped off. More Lady Wildcat basketball on the way.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today, 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook. As we have an introduction of the Lady Cats, and I believe the starters were Braylon Hernandez, Ashlyn Barunda, Jabri Rios, Abby Schaus, and Leslie Corral, right? Yes. And all right. Your starters. Number 10, Lujan. Let's see who's next. Number 14, Lizette Gomez. I think it's Molly Ainsworth, Samantha Babaloa, and Addison Mayberry. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's it. Starting five, Lujan, Gomez, Ainsworth, Babalola, and Mayberry for Portales. So now we know the starters.
Easy. It's the first five on the roster.
That's true. That's right. I thought I remembered that from the last game, but it has been a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks.
And I'll apologize for the camera now. Every time somebody sits down, stands up, it bounces and it flutters. So it's not me, I promise. For once, it's not me.
No.
Now, any camera oopsie's not following anything, that's me. But the shaking, not me.
We are sitting up in the stands. And that's not a bad thing at all, but that does mean that we're at the mercy of the trimmers and the tremblers of the seats up here.
I guess we could have gone into the camera deck. They don't have their camera people
and
anymore.
We're off. It is Schaus who tips it back to Corral. Corral to Hernandez. Braylon back to Corral. Now to Barunda. Barunda gets it into Corral. Corral to Braylon. A bounce pass intended to Rios in the lane is taken away by Babalola. First turnover for Lovington. And they're going to come down, set the O. They give it to Mayberry. Mayberry to Babalola. get it in. They're working very quickly outside the arc with a lot of quick passes. They find the right corner. Now they get it into Ainsworth, who drives in against Abby Schaus, puts it up and in. So Ainsworth with 2 points and puts Portales, home team, on the board, 2-0.
Nice little move to get around Schaus and gave herself a look at the bucket.
As Lady Cats bring it down, Rios drives the lane, then passes to Schaus. Schaus tries to put it up and in. It does not fall. Comes out. Babalola is going to get the rebound on that. Oh, passing down to Lujan and led her too much. Goes out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover for Portales. Teams have one apiece. And it's going to be Braylon Hernandez to get it into Barunda. Backcourt pressure. Now she gets it forward to Corral. Corral across the timeline or on the right court, and I think they're going to call Maria Lujan on the foul.
Yeah, Lujan was playing on her tight and a little bit too tight there. She went ahead and bumped her, and so, hey, you'll take it. If you can get them in foul trouble, do it.
Yep. So it's on the floor. Hernandez gets it into Corral midcourt. Corral stays at the back there. Still worked on by Lujan. Now moves it all the way down into the blocks, and it's blocked and taken away. Ainsworth with a block, takes it, passes down to Mayberry. Mayberry puts it up and in with a big assist by Ainsworth. Mayberry with 2 points, and Portales up 4-0. Coming the other way, Barunda.
Gotta find a way to break that pressure that you're under.
Barunda took it across timeline, takes it all the way in, puts it up off the backboard, and that is 14. Gomez with a rebound. So no second look for Lovington, and this is kind of how the game, that they played at Wildcat Gym started off. Portales came out like their hair was on fire. A bad pass, second turnover for Portales. Jabri Rios got it to Barunda, back to Corral. Corral runs in through the blocks, right side, puts up the shot. It does not go, but she's fouled.
I like that she attacked and she saw an opportunity in the lane there, and she pulls the second foul on Lujan.
She went for it. And now Lujan, who is a starter and runs the point and is guards really well and really tightly, has got 2 fouls on her early on in the game. And Corral at the line. Corral has done some good work at the line, poised under pressure. She made some clutch free throws in that last game, and makes the first one of these. Puts Lovington on the board. And
Delaney Banda is now in as Lujan has to sit.
And second one is up and good as well. So now it is 4-2. 5:43 left in this first quarter. That's Mayberry bringing it down to Babaloa in the corner. Bounce pass in the lane to Ainsworth. Now they kick it right back out and try the whole thing back again. Ainsworth now has a little more room to maneuver and puts it up and in again against Abby Schaus. And Ainsworth with 4 points in the game. Portales up 6-2, and Lovington still in the backcourt with backcourt pressure. Portales, they've got 24, Banda on Corral now. She gets it out of her hands, though, to Braylon Hernandez, and now to Barunda in the left corner. Barunda drives across the baseline, puts a little shot up, no good, does not get fouled, and with the rebound is Mayberry.
And they're keeping Mayberry on her tight.
They are, and she passes it up, gets it to Ainsworth. Ainsworth in the lane, going to put up a shot, no good.
Actually, she got bumped into, so
I know.
Be on the floor.
And it will be on the floor, and I think they call it on Corral, though. Mm-hmm. So first foul on Corral. They get it into Mayberry. She puts up a shot, no good, but Babalola with the rebound, the putback, no good. And a fight for the rebound. It comes down. Abby Schaus with a hand on the ball. Oop, they're going to call a foul.
Going to get that on Ainsworth, so that'll be her first personal third-team foul.
And I think if I remember correctly, I don't have my score sheets from that game, from the Portales game that they won. I think one, maybe two of their girls fouled out by the end of that. And Lovington moving the ball well, but then they throw it away. Turnover. Give it to Banda. Banda just going to pull up, get it to Mayberry. Mayberry out, directing traffic, top of the arc. Gets it over to Banda in the left corner. And then the shot up, no good, but with the rebound is Banda, and then it's blocked. Goes out of bounds. It should stay Portales basketball, as Zoe Blackwell will check in for Lovington. and Braylon Hernandez comes out. So, yes, it's Babalola to inbound, and the ball loose on the court. I think they're called jump balls. Zoe Blackwell got a hand on it. Good hustle for her.
Yeah, she tied up Gomez, but the possession arrow stays with the Rams.
Lady Rams will inbound. Babalola to the right of the basket, gives it to number 20. Ainsworth puts up a shot in 2-point range. It's an air ball, goes out of bounds. So
good job by Abigail to come back and get a hand in her face and make her shoot over that tall frame.
And her aim was off. Now, Lady Cats turn on the Jets. Corral brings it all the way down. Then there's no room in the lane, really. So she passes it up to Schaus. Schaus trying to pass it over to Blackwell, gets fouled.
And they're going to whistle that one on Ainsworth, so she's picked up two quick personals.
Right, 2 on her, 2 on Lujan.
And that'll put Schaus at the line for 2.
And 6-2 is your score right now with Portales in the lead. But, Lovington is just kind of hanging back a little. And I think they're doing some good things. They're forcing Portales is really coming after them, being aggressive, and they're creating some fouls.
Yeah, Ainsworth will be coming out. Let's see. I think we'll see who comes in her place.
I see somebody crouched. I just can't see her number.
Yeah, I can't catch the number.
It might be Lucero or Benavides. It might be Macho Benavides. I think there's a 5. I think it's maybe Macho Benavides. We'll see. And the shot is up and good. Avi Schaus with a point to the free throw line makes it 6-3.
And yep, it is Macho Benavides.
Yep.
And that is a hyphenated last name. Her first name is not Macho.
No, her first name is
That would be kind of
April.
cool if it was. But
That's right. So second shot by Schaus is up and no good. And skying up for that was Bonda for the rebound, but then a whistle, or Gomez rather. Lisette Gomez, sorry. Saw the 4 and thought it was 24, not 14.
But then they're actually going to call the jump
Yeah,
ball.
they are.
Great job there by Jabri Rios to tie her up, so that'll force the 3rd turnover for Portales.
And I've got 2 for Lovington.
3.
3, so they're even. And the ball comes in, it goes to Abby Schaus. She tries one, it does not fall, and
then they got
whistle
her over,
sounds.
Then they got her over the back on the
and
rebound.
So she's got the first foul on her. So it's on the floor. Give it over to Portales. That's Mayberry running the point. To no defensive pressure. Oh, nice work in the lane. That was really nice. April Macho Benavides with a bounce pass in the lane to Gomez, and Gomez had posted up, was right there, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. We'll go for the and 1.
Going to whistle that one on Blackwell, so that'll be her first personal, 3rd team foul, and a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way for Gomez.
That's right. She's got a couple of rebounds in the game, 2 points, and yes, it rattles home for 3. So that's 9-3, 6-point lead now. Coming the other way, very quick on the transition. That was great, as it was Barunda taking it coast to coast up and in from the right. And just like that, 9-5. Coming the other way, Mayberry to Bonda, Bonda to Macho Benavides, over to Babalola in the left corner, and then they'll reset. Bring it back out to Mayberry. And they get it to Gomez. Gomez to Bonda. Bonda tries a shot in 3-point range from the right. No good. And it's going to be Barunda with a rebound to Corral. Corral gets it to Blackwell. Blackwell hurrying down, then passes to Schaus. Schaus hard off the backboard, doesn't fall, but a whistle sounds. I think she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line again.
Yeah, she caught an elbow in the nose from Macho Benavides. So that'll be her first personal, 5th team foul, and so Lovington only one.
This would be...
all of their points just about from the charity stripe.
And that one is going to roll out.
I was trying to say only one bucket in the game. Their other 3 points have come from the free throw line.
We're just under 3 minutes left in the first. If it weren't for all the fouling, this probably would have been over by now, this first quarter. And that one she sinks, so she's 2 of 4 from the line, makes it 9-6, and just a 3-point lead now.
Well, and you expect a physical game when you've got Lovington Portales.
And they pass, and they try it again, the move again, and yes, it works once again. Babalola to Macho Benavides, then to Gomez. She's got 2 assists, and then up and in. That was 14 Gomez with the points.
5 points for Gomez.
Yes, and makes it 11-6. Ball game coming the other way. Ashlyn Barunda with the ball, drives into the lane from the right side, puts it up and in. You would expect a little more. She is cutting like a knife through butter. You'd expect a little more resistance. But I think that Portales is just afraid of fouling her, because it seems like anytime she gets her hand on the ball and somebody breathes on her, a foul is called again. So come the other way, ball loose on the court as the Lady Rams passing it around, and they're stopping for a shoelace tie by Corral.
Nice job by Blackwell to tie her up. Possession arrow goes to the Rams on the jump ball. As Braylon Hernandez back in as Schaus comes out.
And Rios is in as well. They get it to Mayberry. Mayberry puts it up a point blank one, and she misses it. But Gomez with the rebound, fight for it, and they tie. Nope, they're going to say a travel.
They're going to
but
say,
they say
the rebound,
the rebound by Silva, and then she traveled. So make it a turnover. I've got that as 4 for Lovington.
Yep.
Inbound goes to Gomez. Gomez up and in, and now she's got 7 points. 7 of the 13 for Portales. Quick transition. Barunda brings it down, leaves it off for Corral. Corral drives in, then passes to Silva. Silva in the lane, puts it up and in, and gets fouled. So nice work.
They're going to whistle that one on Gomez.
Yep, and so that's going to be the first on Gomez. And a nice little assist there. Up and good. So just like that, we are at 13-11. Lovington within 2. Mayberry with the ball. Lovington just setting up. April Macho Benavidez muscles through the lane, puts up a little jumper. It does not fall. Fight for the rebound. There's no call on it, but Lovington controls it. They get it to Braylon Hernandez. She passes to Barunda. Barunda tries to put it up and in. It kind of scoops out, shoots off to the left corner, and it looked like Rios and Mbanda were both fighting for it. Whose hand did it go off of? It's going to be Lovington basketball. So 13-11 now. Lovington trailing by 2. They'd like to tie it up right here. They give it to Silva in the lane. She has to kick it out. Coming up is Corral. Corral backs it up against Babalola and gets it to Barunda. Barunda backs out near midcourt. Now into Corral. Now Corral all by herself. Top of the arc. Stops and pops it. Corral. Was her foot on the line? No, it's a true tray. She's got 5 in the game and makes it 14-13, the first lead that Lovington has had in this game. Portales coming the other way, passing around Babalola on the right wing, all the way over to Mayberry. She drives in, then to Babalola. Babalola, no room. Gets it to Bonda. Bonda back to Mayberry, and they're just going to have to reset. Lovington doing a nice job keeping them out of the paint. Now in the corner, Macho Benavidez drives in and puts up a floater, and up and good, her first 2 points of the game, and now it is Seesaw back 15-14. A quick transition. Barunda brings it down, finds Silva in the lane, who puts up the shot. It's short, won't fall. Fight for the rebound, comes out. Bonda had her hand on it, goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Lady Cat basketball right in front of the Lady Ram bench.
Yeah, Macho Benavidez got the rebound and then tried to come near side to Gomez and just couldn't find her. They'll give it back to the Lady Cats.
Silva comes out. Schaus goes back in. Everybody else stays the same. And it's Braylon Hernandez who gets it. It's coming in and stealing it as Mayberry takes it coast to coast, up and in. A nice move. You gotta give him credit where credit's due on that. 4 points for her in the game and makes it now 17-14. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Barunda gets it to Schaus. Schaus can't hang on to it. It goes out of bounds at the buzzer. It will be Portales leading 17-14 at the end of the first. We'll be back. Exciting basketball. You'd expect nothing less here with Lady Wildcat basketball coming up.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to her student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball from Portales. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. And you're watching and listening on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94KZOR Facebook. All right. Whew.
And here's the number that stands out in the first half, Dawn, 8-4. That's rebounding. Lovington getting beat on the glass.
Wow. So it will be Lovington to start the second quarter. They trail by 3. That is Hernandez into Corral. Corral getting double-teamed immediately. Gets it to Rios. Rios quickly has company. Now back to Barunda. Barunda tries a shot, and it's way short. Falls into Abby Schaus's hands, turns around, can't hang on to it, and turns it over. But it's going to be, it's going to be a turnover and give it back to the Lady Cats.
So each team a quick turnover to start this second half. Lovington just down by 3.
That's right, 17-14 your score. As Hernandez gets it into Corral, walks across the timeline, now picks up the pace, getting worked on by Lujan, who's playing with 2 fouls on her. To Barunda. Barunda skies it and almost loses it against Mayberry. Gets it back. No look pass to Corral. Into J.B. Rios. Back to Corral. Lovington looking for some room. Barunda can hit from there. She decides to not take the 3. Instead, she gives it Corral. Corral thinks about the 3. Now drives in, and now they're going to call timeout as Chief Bridgeforth sees something he doesn't like. He wants a full timeout. We'll take it with them and be back with more Lady Wildcat basketball on the way.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lady Cat basketball from Portales. Out of the Lovington timeout, it will be Lady Cat basketball. They will inbound on the far side.
Chief was very animated on the sideline, more animated than I've seen him probably in a couple of years. He was seeing something he did not like.
Hernandez into Corral, turn around to Rios, then to Schaus. Nice work as they simply passed it.
That's just power basketball right there.
That is. That's exactly right. And a nice assist by Rios on that. Schaus with 2 more points. She's got 4 in the game and makes it 17-16. Portales coming the other way. Mayberry in the right corner. All the way over to Lujan. Lujan now going to work it around. Then to Babalola. Oh, and Babalola, a little miscommunication there. She was going to pass and find Ainsworth, who was really posting up, but she was turned the wrong way. Wasn't ready for that pass.
Good job by the Lady Cats, though, to tighten up that defense inside. Didn't give them an easy look.
So Hernandez to Corral. Corral trying to get away from defenders. Pops it up, has it stolen away, and now Ainsworth comes in. And Ainsworth was going to put an easy layup up. It doesn't work, but she does get fouled. So no basket, but she has a chance to make 2 at the line.
Going to whistle that one on Barunda. Her first personal, first team foul on Lovington.
And it will put Ainsworth at the line. This is her first trip to the line. She's got 4 points in the game, an assist and a block. And no point there as the miss falls off. She'll have another shot at it. That is Schaus and Rios in the blocks in front for Lovington. For rebounding. 6.5 left in the second quarter. Oh, and a lane violation almost. But that one, she makes it. So Ainsworth, a miss and a make. 18-16 now. Lovington passes it up. They find Rios, takes it up and in. Her shot no good, and Lujan will have the rebound. She'll
Again,
bring it.
too many one-and-dones for Lovington on the offensive side.
And Lujan stops and tries to pop the tray. It doesn't work, but it's going to be Gomez with the rebound. And now Ainsworth from three-point range on the right doesn't work, but it's Corral. Goes right into her hand. She gets the rebound, gets it to Barunda. Barunda takes it up and in from the left side. No, it does not go in.
And
She takes it up.
done.
That's right. And instead, Ainsworth gets the rebound, and then they give it to Lujan. Lujan pops it, tries to pop the shots, just point blank, loses the ball, and ends up, the rebound comes out to Mayberry. That put back no good. And then it comes down, Corral gets the rebound, and then she loses it to Ainsworth. Ainsworth tries another shot. That's like 4 looks at the basket for Portales, and none of them have worked, but Lovington has been scrambling and fumbling for the ball.
Lovington just 6 rebounds, and let's see, there's 6 just between Lujan and Gomez.
So it will be rebounded. They get it to Barunda. She's going to pull up midcourt, little spin move, and then take it right through the lane, put it up and in from the left. Beautiful. Ashlyn Barunda with 2 more points, got 6 now, and makes it 18 all. We are tied. 5:14 left in the second quarter. Mayberry now bringing it down. No defensive pressure by Lovington. They're set up in the paint. Nice little pass in the lane. A shot up, no good. Fight for it. Gomez was right there, but Schaus controls it, and then on the pass.
And Abby just takes it away from her and gets an elbow in the lip for trouble.
No
She's
call.
checking to make sure that there's no blood.
Right,
so I guess right now they're calling it the no blood, no foul game.
And now the inbound goes to Schaus. She's double teamed immediately, leaves it off for Barunda, who loses the handle on it as Lujan
Wow,
comes
they're
out.
going to call Barunda for a trip? Yes, they are.
And Barunda and Lujan ended up on the floor. I thought
that's
she
the
would.
9th turnover for Lovington.
I really thought she went down before Barunda had anything to do with it, but I'm not down there. Yeah, 9th turnover for Lovington. Ooh, and who shot that?
Lujan for 3.
Lujan.
Maria Lujan, number 10.
Number 10, yeah. Maria Lujan got it. 21 to 18. Little tiki-tack. Oh, boy. So coming the other way, Lovington, again, we talked about poise under pressure. You got to execute. And
6 turnovers for Portales, 10 for Lovington.
Yeah, both teams have had, a few misfires under pressure, under defensive pressure. You got Corral and Silva coming in. You got Schaus and Hernandez coming out for Lovington. And it will be Portales basketball. That's going to be Ainsworth to inbound. Gets it to Babalola in the left corner. She tries a tray, won't fall. And it's Gomez with about her gazillionth rebound, and her putback is good.
Just her 5th, but it feels that way.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Then another
23
turnover.
and another turnover as Babalola takes it. A little hook from the right won't fall, but Mayberry with the rebound, and then she gets it over to Ainsworth, and Ainsworth pops it for 2.
And just like that, 25 to 18, and Chief takes the timeout.
Yeah, 25-18, a scoring spurt right there. And Portales not just turning the ball over, forcing turnovers, making points off the turnovers. So we will take the timeout. So it is a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball from Portales.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard in their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Welcome back. This is for all the marbles in the regular season anyway. Yes, the district championship, regular season district championship on the line. These two teams come in 4-1, and we've gotten our money's worth so far with 4:19 left before halftime. Whew.
Lovington having all kinds of heck with the Portales backcourt pressure, and they are getting just absolutely creamed
on the
glass.
Yeah.
14-7 in favor of Portales on the glass.
That's amazing. And they've been forcing some turnovers and then getting
turnovers to 6,
and then getting lucky
and capitalizing on those turnovers.
Yeah, and they've been denying Lovington second looks at the basket. Quick in to Zoe Blackwell. Zoe taking it all the way down, coast to coast, driving the lane, puts it up, and it does not fall. But she gets her own rebound, and the putback no good, but she draws the foul. And I think they're going to get that on Ainsworth, are they? Or are they going to be on, it is going to be on Ainsworth, and that's her third foul. You got to feel like she's going to have to come out, and that's going to hurt Portales big time.
Just the first team foul in the quarter for Portales.
Right. So Blackwell will go to the line. It's Babalola, and it's good. And Gomez in the blocks in the front for Portales. So.
And Ainsworth and Babalola out as Bonda in and Macho Benavidez in.
Second shot up for Blackwell at the line, and that one is going to bounce up and no. But Lovington with the rebound. Jabri Rios doing a nice job there. So second rebound?
Just the first.
Just the first. I wrote down just the first, but I thought I'd missed one. Now they get it to Corral. Corral drives in. And hands it right to Macho Benavidez. But then the teams trade turnovers and give it right back. And Barunda with a shot and is going to draw the foul.
Yep, they're going to click the other 14. That's Lisette Gomez on it, and so that'll put Barunda at the line for 2.
And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
6 points leads the Lady Cats.
And 20, just like that, 25-19. First one is good, up and good for Barunda.
Schaus going back in for Rios.
So 25-20. As the basket wasn't good for Barunda, but she drew the foul, and she's making both of them here. So now it is 25-21, just a 4-point lead for Portales. 3:40 left to play in the second. Bring it down. Closer a defense, I think. Tighter defense now by Lovington, and more defensive pressure here, and it's showing. However, they still managed to get to April Macho Benavidez, and then they kick it right back out. A 3 attempt, no good, an air ball, and that's Silva with the rebound.
Silva with 3 boards leads the Lady Cats.
And she's got 2 points as well. Gets it to running across timeline, and running the point is Corral. He's kind of got snagged up a little bit. Gets it to Schaus. Schaus leaves it off for Barunda. Barunda now drives in. She puts up a tray attempt, no good, and it's going to be Gomez with the rebound.
That's her 6th board of the ball game.
And Portales just going to pull up and take a little air out of the ball. Gets it to Mayberry, back to Lujan. Now quickly to Macho Benavidez, and a bounce pass comes back. Fight for it. Nice work, as it's going to be a takeaway by, is that Rios or Silva over there? Silva with the steal and a turnover for Portales.
And she and Happy were kind of fighting for that. And Schaus finally like, oh, wait a minute, you're on my team.
2:20 left. Corral's all by herself on the right wing. She tries the tray, it won't fall, and that's Lujan with the rebound, her second. She's going to bring it all the way down. Then get it over to Mayberry. Mayberry stops with a little jumper floater. It's no good, and Blackwell skies up for the rebound and denies her a second look.
But then gets tied up, and it'll go over to Portales, so that'll be turnover 13 for the Lady Cats.
And I was writing 11 down, thinking that was bad enough. So Barunda comes out, and Rios goes in. Rios, Blackwell, Corral, Silva, and Schaus on the floor. They inbound, then they get it to back to Lujan. She takes a 3 attempt from the right corner, no good, and that's Rios with the rebound. And a pass into Schaus, who posted up. She turns around, tries to get it back to Blackwell before she goes out of bounds.
And then got run over.
Yeah, and they
get
call
that on Gomez.
Yeah, they call the foul, and Abby will be on the floor. It's not in the act of shooting. And Babalola comes in. Let's see.
I wonder if we might be seeing Lizette Gomez on the football team next year. That was a pretty good flying block there.
And there are too many players. I was going to say, Portales has got to bring somebody off. They got 6 out there. They bring Mayberry off when Babalola went back in. They inbound, try it to Schaus. No good. It goes to Bonda instead. And she brings it down. Babalola runs out of room. And then they bounce past it, trying to find Lujan in the left corner. Macho Benavidez ends up running halfway up the bleachers, and it's a turnover. So give it to the Lady Cats. So 1:39 left, 25-21. Still a 4-point lead for Portales here. And Lovington slowing the pace up just a little bit. Corral's got it, runs around, left arc, gets it to Schaus, top of the arc. Schaus looking for somebody, just gets it right back to Corral. Thinks about the three, but she's got somebody in her face, so she pulls in, puts up a floater. It won't fall, but then the rebound of the putback is good as Corral got it. So Corral, I've got her down, 2 or 3 rebounds now for Corral. Is that just her second? Three boards, right?
3 boards, 7 points, going for 8.
And, so she'll have a chance to make it the old-fashioned way, and that's the second foul on Macho Benavides. So 25-23, 2-point game, and Corral has a chance to tie it up right here. Not tie it up, but put a step closer, and she misses it, and it's Babalola with the rebound. Oh, and Abby Schaus comes driving through the lane, interrupts a pass, and nice steal. And a 10th turnover for Portales. Yes. Yeah, I've got it down. They passed to Schaus, who posted up and in. An assist by Corral on that. Very nice.
And then we should have an offensive foul. Wow, why did they not call that? Blackwell goes sliding after she got punked in the back. I guess the refs didn't see it.
Lovington tied it up, 25-all, 44 seconds left before halftime. Macho Benavides gets it to Lujan in the corner, and back up to Bonda, now to Mayberry. Mayberry drives in, puts up a little shot. Oh, beautiful from her. Gotta give credit where credit's due when the aim is good. And so she makes it 27-25.
And that should be sideline interference on the Portales boys.
Yeah, the boys were running down. They're getting ready to come out and use the halftime of the girls' game for their warm-up because they play right after. Barunda comes back in, and Silva goes out for Lovington. 24.9 seconds left here before halftime. They inbound to Barunda to Corral. Corral pulls up, left side. Oh, and then a bad pass. I think it was just miscommunication. She was going to pass it on the left side, down the left sideline to Barunda. Barunda turned around, wasn't ready for it.
15th turnover, way too many. Lovington's got to clean that up.
So 10 seconds now left. Mayberry over to Bonda. Bonda right corner to Babalola. Over to Macho Benavides, now to Lujan in the left corner. She tries to pop the tray. None of her three-pointers have fallen except one at the buzzer, even though Corral got that rebound, you might say, from the air ball. Still, 27-25 is your score at the buzzer at halftime. Portales with a very slim lead. We're getting what we thought we would get here. A close game, exciting. Half of it's gone. How will the other half come out? You'll have to stick around. We'll be back with a halftime report. Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94KZWare Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Halftime, and Portales is leading 27-25. They also led at the end of the first 17-14, so they were able to put 10 points on in the second quarter, and Lovington was able to put only 9 on. Now, looking...
11.
Oh, 11, sorry. Yeah, to 14, 24, 11. Sorry about that. So, your scoring for Portales in that first half, leading scorer right now, Lisette Gomez with 9 points. She's got 6 rebounds to go with that as well. And she also had a couple of assists in there. 7 points for Molly Ainsworth, a rebound, a block, and assist for her. 6 points for Addison Mayberry, and 6 points and 2 rebounds and a steal for her. Then you got Maria Lujan with 3 points and 3 rebounds. And Delaney Bonda with 2 rebounds, and Samantha Babalola with 3 rebounds. April Macho Benavides 2 points and a rebound. And the Portales, I've got them down for 10 turnovers in that first half.
That's
is that right?
what I've got.
All right. So for Lovington, your scoring is, your leading scorer right now is Ashlyn Barunda with 8 points and a rebound. Then you got Leslie Corral with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and assist. Abby Schaus with 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 rebound and 2 steals.
2 rebounds.
Oh, 2 rebounds. Okay. 2 rebounds, 2 steals. 2. And then you've got Silva, Valeria Silva with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. And you've got Zoe Blackwell with a point and 3 rebounds, and Jabri Rios with 2 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. And that's the scoring. And 15 turnovers for Lovington in that first half, right?
That is correct. Way too many turnovers for the Lady Cats. From the free throw line, that's what's keeping Lovington in it right now. They went 8 of 11 in the first half from the charity stripe. And so if that number's a little bit different, we've got a little bit different look at the scoreboard. For Portales, they've made the most of their limited opportunities, 2 of 3, but it's still the rebounds. Lovington cut the gap a little bit, but still 18-14, trailing in the rebound category, and with 5 more turnovers, that's given Portales 5 more looks at the bucket that Lovington hadn't had.
Yeah, and they were denying Lovington's second looks at the basket, especially in the first quarter. Lovington doing a little bit better in that second, but still. You know, it's funny though. They're strong in different ways. You know, in these in this first half, Lovington doing better at the free throw line. We talked about that going into the game because calling the last several district games for Lovington, I've noticed that has been a pattern. Lovington drawing fouls and doing well at the free throw line, and that has allowed them to either come back from behind or to stay in the lead, and it has kept them either close in it or enough to win it. And so free throw line, and it's going to come down. I think it's going to be very important because you're looking at Portales, and you've got Lujan with 2 fouls on her. You've got Gomez just with 1.
Gomez has 3.
Gomez has 3. That's right. And Ainsworth has 3 as well. And then
at least I'm pretty sure she has 3.
And then Macho Benavides has 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got Ainsworth written down for 3. I just didn't have Lizette Gomez for 3. I had her only just for 1. So she's got She's got 3 as well. Gomez does, or 2?
I think it's 2, actually.
2,
Gomez
okay.
has 2.
Gomez has 2, okay.
Because I only see 2 unless there was maybe one I didn't write down.
All right,
Well,
so I think we've got it.
They can
Yes,
get them
they can.
in foul trouble.
Exactly,
and if you
very easily.
Keep them
That's
moving
right.
in foul trouble, especially Gomez and Ainsworth.
Yeah.
They are really the 2 that stir the drink. I mean, they're having problems a little bit inside with Mayberry, but really, if you can get Gomez and Ainsworth off the floor in foul trouble, that really gives you a few more options.
You do, a lot more options, and the roster is pretty limited for Portales, and not like they have a big bench. And really, their bench has not been just real productive for them. That's not to say that somebody can't come off the bench and shine, and come up big for them if needed.
Well, and Lovington doesn't run a real deep bench
That's
either,
right,
so.
and I was about to say, but that's the same goes for Lovington. The only thing is, the difference is that Lovington doesn't have anybody in foul trouble right now. Lovington has
with 2, but that's it.
Lovington has been drawing the fouls, not committing them. So that could turn out to be the difference, in this game. We will have to see, but it is exciting. It's close, 27-25, too close, to be worried about that 2-point deficit at halftime. I know that Lovington isn't, but I know that Chief wants them to come out and to play a little stronger in that third quarter, maybe erase the deficit and go ahead and turn things around and be the second half team that Lovington has sort of come to be a lot of times. If they're not playing up to their potential in some areas in the first half, they have a tendency to go ahead and fix those things and come back big in the second half. So we'll see what happens as the boys leave the warm-up and let the girls, they do. They leave, and they will come back out after the girls' game. Of course, we'll have the boys' game, but the girls do need a few minutes to warm up, or at least the Lovington girls are taking. I'm not sure Portales is actually going to touch a basketball during what's left of their little warm-up period before we get the second half started. Again, you are watching Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and happy to be here. This is the decider for the regular season championship. Both of these teams come in 4-1 in districts, and Lovington Portales has had a late surge in this season. They were pretty much a 50-50 club the first time that they met.
And a lot on the line, because the winner of this game is going to be the number 1 seed out of this district, and I think the only chance Portales has for a home playoff game
is to win tonight.
This game. The only chance Lovington has for a home playoff game, win this game tonight.
That's right. 14-10 is the regular season record for Portales. 19-6 for Lovington, but all that kind of goes out the window. We're talking about district. We're talking about being tied 4-1. We're talking about this game to decide at least the regular season marbles and to have an advantage going into the tournament, the district tournament, and in seeding and metrics for state tournament. All right, Lovington to have the ball to start things off here in the second half. They get it around. Schaus leaves it off for Barunda. Spin move in the lane. Her ball doesn't go anywhere, but she gets her own rebound. Nice work by Braylon Hernandez to save that from going out of bounds. They turn around, pass it back to Barunda. Barunda takes another shot at it from three-point range from right in front of the bench, and it doesn't fall, goes out of bounds, and it will be Portales basketball. So a couple looks at the basket.
And as Barunda was coming down the floor, Chief told her, you've got to go hard to the rack. Give yourself a chance.
So an empty possession for Lovington. Give it to Portales. And that is going to be Lujan running the point. Babalola bounce pass to Ainsworth. Ainsworth bounces it right back to Lujan. To Mayberry, drives in the lane, puts up a little floater. Oh, and good. And that's been money for her a couple, 3 times in this game. And now she's got 8 points. So now it's a 29-25 lead. Coming the other way, though, they find Schaus, who posted up. She puts up a shot, won't fall, and Babalola with the rebound, denying Lovington a second look. Instead, they work it, give it a nice give and go. An assist by Babalola to Lujan, who puts it up and in, and now 31-25. And Lovington coming the other way. Braylon Hernandez gets it to Barunda. Barunda is still over to Corral. They were trapped in the backcourt till Corral put the Jets on up left side against Babalola. Getting double team, leaves it off for Barunda. Barunda against Mayberry. Little spin move, tries to find it. Babalola tries to take it away. A shot up, no good. As Schaus with the rebound, and her putback is good. And now 31-27.
And breaks the scoring for the Lady Cats at nearly 2 minutes into the quarter.
6:15 left in the third. Coming the other way, Portales moving it around. They find Ainsworth in the right corner. Her three doesn't fall. Babalola with the rebound. Gets it over to Lujan. Now to Mayberry on the right wing. Mayberry turns around and gets it to Gomez. Gomez puts it up and in. So 2 more points for her. She's got 11 and gets it back out to a 33-27 game. Coming the other way, a shot up, no good. Schaus fighting for the rebound.
And Ashland wanting the foul but not getting it. She's wanted it a couple of times on Gomez and then Ainsworth, but not calling it that time. But they're attacking 2 girls that are in a little bit of foul trouble out there.
But Portales will have the ball. And
can't afford to fall much further behind.
No backcourt pressure on Portales. Mayberry to Lujan. Lujan runs a point, works it over in the right corner, finds Ainsworth. Ainsworth, her jumper doesn't fall. Schaus with the rebound, denying Portales a second look. That's a good turn of events there for the Cats. Corral trying to find Schaus in the lane. She does. Schaus turns around, puts it up and in with an assist by Corral.
And Abby now with 10. Corral's got to remember that Abby is a lot taller than she is. She's got to arc that ball up a little higher.
Right, 33-29. Coming the other way, a shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ainsworth has it.
And then out to Lujan.
And then gets it to Lujan.
Maria Lujan.
Yeah, Maria
and then
Lujan.
A turnover.
Oh, wow. Another tray for Lujan and a turnover as that is Jabri Rios fighting for it. Lujan got a hand on it. They're going to call the jump ball? No, they're going to call the foul.
Going to call the hack on Lujan.
Wow.
That'll be her third personal.
Yeah.
Just the first team foul in this half on either team.
So 36-29, back up to a 7-point lead now as Braylon Hernandez comes out. Rios trying to find Corral, overshoots her, but Schaus is there to save it. And then Portales wanted the backcourt violation, and they didn't get it. One foot was in one side of the court, the other in the other. And boy, Portales still barking about it, but the ball comes down. It is going to stay Lady Cat basketball, and Barunda will inbound to Corral on the left wing. Corral to Barunda. Barunda driving in the lane, tries to put up the shot, and they will call it. Are they going to get Lujan for her fourth? They do, and she's going to have to come out. They do. This time Barunda does draw the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot for 2. And yes, Lujan is back. She's frustrated. She's a starter. And she's a spark plug for Portales. Barunda, beautiful, nothing but net. Nice work.
Lujan with 8 points has to sit as Babalola comes back in.
Now 36-30, Babalola in the blocks at the back. It is Ainsworth and Gomez in the blocks in the front for Portales, and nothing but net on that either. So beautiful form from Barunda. Cuts it down to 36-31. Mayberry will cross the center court timeline to Babalola, right wing, and to Ainsworth on the right corner. She drives across the baseline. Bounce pass is ill-advised, a bad one, and a turnover. As Lovington still in the back court, though, defensive pressure. Now they get it over to Corral. She'll run the point. She takes it, gets it to Blackwell. Blackwell takes it up and in. Nice little move with an assist by Corral. Blackwell puts up the little right hook.
And this is what we've seen the first 3 quarters. Portales comes out, starts getting a little daylight, and then Lovington chips it back in.
That's right, 3:45 left in the third. 36-33, a 3-point lead for Portales. As they work it around the arc, Babalola gets it in, and then they find Ainsworth. She tries to put it up and in. She can't match the height. Schaus takes it right away.
Nice job for Abby, just tipping it and then taking it.
And they get it to Barunda. She drives in, tries to put it up, no good. Schaus with the rebound. Her putback, no good. She's going to get fouled. I think they're going to call Gomez on that. And Abby will go to the line to shoot.
They will get, actually, Ainsworth. So we'll see for sure how many fouls it is on Ainsworth.
Right.
Portales faithful, and that's 4 on Ainsworth. I was right.
Yeah. So we talked about this, about
So
early
Ainsworth
on.
with 4, Lujan with 4.
Foul, lots of foul trouble, and the bench going to have to put in. And Ainsworth didn't like the call. She went up to the ref and had a question about it, griping about it. He just shook his head, waved her off. Ooh, and Schaus, good form at the line. First one goes in.
As
and now
Macho Benavidez in, and also seeing her first time, Brielle Lucero.
36, and now Lucero will come back out. So, yep, they were going to have 6 players in. So Macho Benavidez is there. Abby sunk her first one. Eyes the second one. Up and in. Beautiful. 36-35. Just a 1-point lead for Portales now as Babalola going to run the point. Gets it to Mayberry. Mayberry off to Benavidez in the right corner. She gets trapped up over there. Ball goes out of court, out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover.
13th turnover for the Rams. A chance for Lovington once again right here. But look for all the backcourt pressure. They're putting it on.
That's right. They certainly are. They get it to Barunda, though. She passes up to Blackwell. Blackwell. Oh, and Blackwell. I don't know why Blackwell didn't just go ahead and take the shot.
To take it. She was going against Gomez, and Gomez.
She was out of position.
Out of position, but Gomez also in foul trouble, and so she was going to have to just let her by.
Yeah. So that pass goes out of bounds. So unforced error, really. Bounce pass in, and then back out to Bonda to Macho Benavidez, then to Babalola in the right corner. Her 3 is no good, and Schaus skying for the rebound, but loses the handle on it. But coming up with it is Barunda.
But then right back to Portales.
Right back to Portales, and then Babalola puts it up and in from point-blank range. Makes it 38-35.
Again, another unforced error for Lovington.
And a pass up to Corral. Corral ready to take it up coast to coast. Puts it up, no good, but she draws the foul. And they're going to call the foul on Lizette Gomez.
Yep, we'll see for sure.
That should be the 3rd foul on Gomez.
That's her 4th, too.
Oh, her 4th. Wow.
I did have it right.
You were right. Yeah.
So that's their spark plugs are all on the bench now.
Right, and a timeout is being called for by Coach Langen. It's a full timeout as Lovington has succeeded in putting the pressure on, and Portales in foul trouble. We'll take the full timeout. Be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball from Portales.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and out of the Portales timeout, buzzer has sounded. Both coaches still have the girls huddled.
Yeah, Coach Langham was giving one of the officials a very large piece of his mind.
Yep. Well, it's 38-35, just a 3-point lead for Portales now with 2:18 left in the third.
But
and Langen is just shaking his head.
Three of his four horsewomen, if you will, are on the bench with 4 fouls.
4 fouls. Yeah, and they're their top.
And he's still got Addison Mayberry out there. She hasn't fouled at all.
Right.
But
she has 8 points in the game, right? Bonda with a couple of rebounds. Macho Benavidez with a couple of points. Rebounds. Corral going to the line. And beautiful. And Corral has yet to miss tonight from the free throw line. So makes it 38-36. Can cut it down even further right here. And that one does miss, but Schaus with the rebound, and her putback is good.
And so now 38 all.
Yeah, we are tied. 38-38. Babalola to Mayberry. Mayberry, no room. Schaus doing a good job guarding her. That was Lucero. Yeah, that back to Mayberry, and then a turnover as a pass interrupted. Barunda steals it and takes it down and puts it up and in. 2 points and a steal. And Lovington goes ahead. 2 points. They go ahead. 40-38. A minute 35 left. A three-point attempt on the way. Wow.
No, two.
Was that?
Two.
Oh, just two. Was it Bonda?
That was Bonda.
It was Bonda. Bonda with her 2 first points in the game. Coming the other way, quick transition, but stolen away from Blackwell by Bonda.
Again, Blackwell deciding not to attack, tries to pass it out.
And they get to find April. Macho Benavides in the lane, and she puts up the shot, makes it, and is fouled. So she'll go to the line.
And Rio's not happy. They're going to whistle Jabry for that one. She said feet planted, arms up, but the man in stripes or the man in gray didn't agree with her.
Blackwell comes out. Silva comes in. It's Schaus and Rios in the blocks in the front for Lovington. Portales leading 42-40. Macho Benavides, her first trip to the line. She got 4 points in the game, trying to make it 5, and that one is no good. But skying for the rebound is Lucero. And they find Babalola in the right corner, but they give it to Mayberry, and her floater is going to fall. So Mayberry with 2 more points.
10 points for Mayberry, leads the Lady Rams.
And 44-40 now is your score. 50 seconds left in the third quarter as Corral calling the O, running the offense, gets it to Barunda. Barunda to Schaus at the free throw line. Turn around to Silva right in the lane. The Portales kind of forgot about Silva, and she made him pay.
Silva's been impressive tonight.
Quiet.
5 points and 3 rebounds, and she's taken advantage of her opportunities.
She has, and the Portales has kind of just forgotten about her. She's been very quiet about her success. Bonda takes another shot from 3-point range. No good, but it's Macho Benavides with the rebound. Then they get it to Babalola. Her shot no good. A fight for the rebound. They should call jump ball as JP Rios and Lucero with hands on it.
But it'll go over to Portales because she got tied up.
And Babalola, no, it will be Bonda to inbound. Just to the left of the Portales basket. 12 seconds left in this third quarter. Babalola in the left corner to Mayberry. Bounce pass back to Bonda in the corner. Now out to Macho Benavides. She drives in. Bounce pass to Babalola. Now to Lucero. She pops the tray. Where did that come from? Lucero off the bench. And she puts up the tray, and it falls 47-42 at the end of the third quarter. Of 5-point lead for Portales. Whoa, we've got a good one. We'll come back with the fourth quarter. More Lady Cat basketball coming up from Portales.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398.
Still anybody's ball game here at the rack in Portales, but the Lady Rams do have the lead right now, 47-42, up by 5 going into the fourth quarter. But Lovington has been down by much more than this and has made a full quarter swing and pulled out ball games at the very end, or even before that, stretched it out. So anything can happen in this one, but Portales is at a disadvantage because so many of their players are on the bench with four fouls on them. We'll see them probably come back in and populate before too long. Oh, and the ball almost taken away, but Corral gets it back, leaves it off for Barunda, takes it. Now finds, she was trying to find Braylon Hernandez in the lane. Hernandez had moved into the left blocks and just
turnovers for Lovington.
Just could not hang on to it. So 15 at halftime, and now 22. That is Mayberry running the point, getting double teamed. Passing to April Macho Benavidez. A give and go right into the lane. And who was that?
Zoe Urban.
Zoe Urban, again, coming off the bench with a give and go and a nice assist by Benavidez. Macho Benavidez coming the other way, though. Taking it coast to coast. Barunda up and in from the left.
14 points now for Ashland.
49-44. Still a 5-point lead. 7 minutes left to play in
now
this
you've
one.
got to get the defense going. They look into a 2-3 look.
As the clock is their friend. They're still looking to put points on, and Schaus doing a nice job guarding the paint right there.
Gonna have to come out and guard. You can't just let them sit there and run.
And that's what exactly, they're slowing the pace down. A bounce pass back into the lane, and they're going to say the travel. Really nice work by Schaus, just not budging. She stood her ground, and good defensive move right there, forcing the travel and the turnover. And that's a biggie when you're down by 5 points, but you have a chance to get the ball back. And they do inbound. No
two-possession ball game
This time, no full court pressure by Portales. Corral takes it, getting worked on by Babalola. Over to the left, then to Schaus, top of the arc. Schaus into Braylon Hernandez. Just a little miscommunication there, and it's going to go out. And unforced as a turnover for Lovington.
And Chief takes a timeout. He is not happy because he's seen that twice in two possessions.
6.5 minutes left. 5-point lead for Portales. Lovington timeout, and it is a full timeout?
Just a 30.
Just a 30. And in fact, the ref is telling him he's got 2 more timeouts left. They are, I think, both 30s. And we'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to all of our sponsors who have supported Lovington Athletics throughout this season and in all sports as well. It's really great to be able to have that kind of support, knowing that we can bring you the games and never charge you for them on our various platforms. So we thank you for sticking by and for watching and listening, and we thank the Lovington teams. The Lady Cats have been so exciting and fun to watch this season. We hope you've had as much fun and have been able to maybe go to the gym and see them in person at least a time or two and are not just watching, but we do appreciate you watching, whether it's as the game's going on or later on the replays. Back to play now with under 6.5 left to play in this fourth quarter as Portales inbounds, working around Macho Benavidez. Getting guarded, double teamed, and we're going to have a timeout. He saw his Coach Langen saw his team in trouble there and went ahead and called the timeout. So it's it's a full one. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. It's going to be a full one. We'll be back with more Lady Wildcat basketball from the rack in Portales.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
And welcome back out of the Portales timeout as they were trying really hard against good defense in the paint by Lovington and getting in trouble. And Coach Langen called the timeout to talk to them about don't do
well,
this.
He was afraid of a 5-second violation down
as
there
well.
too.
So he was
good
saving.
defense.
It was saving his team and a good. He had to burn a timeout to do it, but
That's
it will
a good
stay.
timeout.
Yeah, it will stay Portales basketball because of that. And when you're up by 5 with 6:15 left to play, every possession counts, every second counts. You don't want to give the ball away, and you don't want empty possessions. You've got to score when you've got the ball. Babalola will inbound, gets it all the way out to Urban. Urban now over to Mayberry. Mayberry's just going to cycle it back. And now get it all the way back over to Urban in left corner. She's immediately double-teamed. And now the pass is a shot up in the lane, no good. And it's Bonda with the rebound. So it'll be another look at the basket for Portales.
Lovington closed the rebounding in the third, but Portales still winning it.
A bad bounce pass almost taken by Rios as a little bad execution Portales gets lucky. Now they try again, and this time it's blocked. It goes fight for it. I don't know how they saved it, but Babalola got it back.
Well, they saved it by Hernandez tossing it right back into Portales.
But it looked like she wasn't going to have time to do that, was my point. Is I don't know how she managed to do it and not go out of bounds. And they are going to get
Rios for the foul.
Jabri Rios fouling Macho Benavides. So she's going to go to the line for the first time, and nothing but net.
Second time, actually. So now she's 1 of 1. She's 1 for 2.
Yeah, she was.
0
she
for
missed. 1. Yeah, she was 0 for 1 before. She missed. I just didn't write the M down for the miss. She makes the first one, makes it 50-44. And that one no good, but Babalola with the rebound, and then they get it to Ainsworth. Her shot no good. I think the ball got tipped by one of the Lady Cats, and it didn't go. So this time, Lady Cats with the rebound, and it's going to be Corral running the point, leaves it off for Barunda. Lady Cats trail by 6. Little over 5 minutes left. A three-point attempt no good. Schaus with the rebound. Her putback is good. So good work there, as Portales really has no answer to the height that Abby presents and the presence in the paint. So
they have done a good job getting position on her, though, sometimes.
That's true. 54 and containing, maybe not controlling her, but containing her sometimes, containing her ability to do just
She's still
that
having
with
a
the
great
rebound
game.
and the
16
putback.
points, 8 rebounds.
You bet. 50-46, 4-point lead still for Portales with 4:45 left. Oh, there's a three-pointer by Bonda. That's her first three-pointer. Yeah, first three-pointer. She had points in the game already and rebounds. Coming the other way, it's Barunda with a floater, a jumper that finds the bottom of the net. So it is 52-48 now. 53 rather. 53-48. Got it. And Portales coming the other way. Bonda thinks about the three in the corner, then loses the handle on it. Babalola saves it, though.
Good defense over there for Corral to knock it away.
And it'll be Mayberry. Back to Babalola, to Ainsworth. Out to Macho Benavides, and Barunda with a steal. She's going to bring it down, take it coast to coast, put it up and in. Barunda, as they kind of just let her alone. And now 53-50, just a three-point lead. Where have we heard that before? 3:45 left in the game, at least in regular time. There's Portales. They find Babalola at the back door. Yeah, it was a nice give and go with an assist by Macho Benavides.
Yeah, lost her backside, and she made him pay. 3 on the way for Barunda.
Nope, no good.
But last touched by Portales.
And it will be Lady Cat basketball. And they'll be able to inbound just to the right of their basket. As Rios comes out, Silva comes in.
And welcome back Lujan and Gomez. So they've got the 3 girls in foul trouble out there.
And with under 3.5 minutes left.
Attack them right now.
Ball loose on the court after the throw-in. They're going to call a jump ball, Silva and Ainsworth with hands on it. And it's going to be Lady Ram basketball, Babalola. And a time, nope, no timeout. It's just going to be Lady Ram basketball. Babalola to Lujan. Lujan going to run the point, 5-point lead. And, they could afford to take a little air out of the ball. Instead, a bounce pass in the lane. And Ainsworth over to Gomez. Doesn't work, but last touch by the Lady Cats. So Babalola will inbound. And to Mayberry. Mayberry, takes a shot at it. It does not fall. And Blackwell with a big rebound for Lovington.
That's her 5th board of the ball game. None bigger than that one.
To Corral. Corral to Schaus. And Schaus can't hang on to it. Loses it off of her legs, out of bounds.
25 turnovers for Lovington, and Chief takes the timeout.
And Chief with a 30-second timeout. I think that's all he's got left.
He's got 160
he's got
left.
160, okay. And I think they change it. He's asking. It is the full one. That's right. The ref at first indicated the 30, but Chief said he had one left. He would take it, so we'll take it with him and be back with more Lady Wildcat basketball from the rack in Portales.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Oh boy, we have a game. We knew we were going to see a lot of fireworks in this one, and it has been close whole way. Portales led at the end of the first 17-14. They led at half 27-25. They led at the end of the third 47-42. They're in the lead right now 55-50, but Lovington has led in this game several times, and you just have that feeling that Lovington is hanging around. Now you at some point you've got to make the move and get ahead again. You're running out of time. You've got 3 minutes left.
You're tied at 8 in this fourth quarter, but when you trail by 5, you got to win by 13-8.
So
Time to turn it on if you got it.
Babalola will inbound. No defensive pressure by Lovington this time. Gets it to Lujan. Lujan playing with 4 fouls on her. And run the point, and Portales could eat a little time off the clock if they chose. They're still playing hard, playing for the shot, or maybe not. Now backing it up, Lujan takes it, find Mayberry in the right corner. Mayberry runs out of room, back over to Lujan. Lujan going to move it over to the left now, and that's exactly what Portales is eating a little time off the clock. A bounce pass to Ainsworth in the lane. Now they kick it off to Lujan. Oh, she got to try to save it for the backcourt violation, right in the hands of a spin move by Ashlyn Barunda.
Oh, they call a travel. Are you kidding me?
Whoa,
so
that's
they trade
interesting.
turnovers.
Yeah, they trade turnovers because Barunda picked it up off the throwaway to try to save from being a backcourt violation. The Barunda comes down and in the process of making a little spin move in the lane, travels. So give it back to Portales. And now a bounce pass finds Gomez in the lane. Oh, her point blank shot does not go in. It falls out. Ainsworth trying for it is going to get fouled. 2:06 left on the clock.
They're going to whistle that one on Jabri Rios, so that'll be Jabri's third personal, just the second team foul on Lovington.
And put Ainsworth at the line. Nothing but net.
So Ainsworth now 2 of 3 from the stripe. You're down 2 possessions. You need to get in with Barunda and Schaus, and you need to attack Gomez, Ainsworth, and Lujan.
And it is Schaus and Rios in the blocks in the front for Lovington. Second one is up, and nothing but net on that one either. So Ainsworth buries it, now makes it 57-50. 2 minutes left to play. Corral runs the point, across the right side, getting worked on by Babalola. Leaves it off for Barunda. Barunda works it around, now into the lane, puts an easy one up and in under just very, very light pressure.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to pressure her underneath. You've got to get them in situations, even if it takes you an extra couple of seconds.
And now with 1:40 left, you can bet that Portales is just going to eat some clock. They do. They get it to Ainsworth. Ainsworth back out to Babalola. No, Babalola takes the three-point shot, gets her own rebound, gets it to Lujan. Lujan takes the three-point shot, won't fall. And then the rebound by Lizette Gomez. And then they're going to call a foul underneath on Lovington.
Wow, they're going to get the push on Blackwell.
Wow.
So her second personal, third team foul, and it stays Portales ball. And Chief takes his last time out.
He's just got the 30 left, and it's a 5-point lead, 57-52 for Portales here. 1:27 seconds left. We're keeping it right here. Wow, this has been interesting. Lovington, what's coming back to bite them is losing the rebounding battle, especially in that first half, and all the turnovers that they have had, with empty possessions.
Yeah, right now Portales with just 18 turnovers. Lovington with, that's 26.
Yeah.
So losing that battle, and Lovington, when they've gotten them, have not capitalized on as many as Portales has. Of the 26 turnovers, Portales has probably cashed in on 10 of them, which is 20 points, Lovington 5. So, they're getting doubled up on turnover ratio.
And, it could be worse, but Portales making a few execution errors themselves here and there. But they have also gotten more second and third looks at the basket overall than Lovington has. Babalola into Ainsworth, now to Mayberry. And I think, I think Portales is just going to eat some clock here. That's the game plan. They're up by 5. They don't have to feel the pressure to score, but they do get it into Gomez, and Gomez is going to get fouled and go to the line.
And that will put them in the bonus after this. Not that it really matters. So Gomez at the line to try and extend it out.
That was Zoe Blackwell.
It's already a 2-possession ball game. Can go to full 3 here.
Blackwell with the foul, and Gomez at the line. It's short. Bricks it off. So stays 57-52. That's a break for Lovington. 1:15 left on the clock in this one with the regular season championship on the line. That's also short. Babalola fighting for the rebound, but Barunda is going to put it up, and Barunda is, you know what the game plan is. She's going to put it up and in, but it does not fall, and the rebound fight for it.
Gomez gets it, and then they're going to get Abby over the back on her. That'll be her second personal, and we will walk 80-some-odd feet down the floor for free throws for Portales.
1:07 left on the clock, 57-52. 5-second lead by Portales, and a chance to stretch that out. And Lizette
Still a
Gomez,
2-possession ball game.
Yeah, she has had one free throw, right?
She is 1 of 3.
1 of 3. That's right. She missed those 2 just a moment ago. Wow. So misses
now 1 of
that
4.
one. And so Lovington's poise under pressure at the free throw line has really served them well. Portales, not so much. But they have a 5-point lead, and now that one is also no good. And instead of the rebound, it is Jabri Rios who gets it instead of Portales having that. So 57-52, 57 seconds left, and Corral with it. And a takeaway as Mayberry's got it, and she is, what happened to her? I think she just stumbled, lost the ball.
Stumbled a little bit, and it was good defense coming on the backside from Corral.
Corral really did, but Corral had already moved away from her by that time, but it stays Lady Ram basketball. They get it to Babalola in the right corner, no good. And Abby Schaus with the rebound, but then stolen away by Lujan, and now is the time of Portales probably just going to hang on to it. Just eat some clock, try to run the clock out, and make Lovington has to come to them, and Chief is saying foul. And it is Corral who comes up and fouls Lujan. So with 29.7 seconds left, a 5-point lead by Portales, and it will be Lujan who goes to the free throw line. And you know what? This is her first trip to the line tonight, right?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay.
So 26, 5-point lead.
And the first one is up and good.
Now it's 2 possessions. Now it becomes extremely important. If she misses this one, you're still only down 2, but you have not had any luck from beyond the arc all night long. No threes in the ballgame, just one, Leslie Corral in the first.
That one is good.
And that may be the dagger because it's 3 possessions
59-52,
now.
28 seconds left. Corral running furiously down the right side. Loses the handle off of her foot, loses the handle of the ball off of some pretty good pressure by Babalola. And that's going to be a turnover.
Turnover number 29.
Sort of symbolic
of,
symbolic of kind of the way things have gone in this game for Lovington as trying to cut into it and get 2 or 3 points. They end up turning the ball over again, and too many turnovers in this game and too many empty possessions. So now it is 7 points deficit they're facing with 24.4 seconds left, and just the 30-second timeout on this one. As wow, we have seen an exciting game here. Not, this is it's not always been perfectly played, but the teams have kept it close, and it has been back and forth and exciting.
It has been, and it's not that Lovington has had their chances. Portales has had chances to stretch it out. Lovington's had chances to come back and to stretch it out, and they've just played very even. Now I have a sneaking suspicion, depending on what happens in the district tournament,
right?
These two teams will probably play each other in the first round.
Yeah, it's very, very possible. All right, so out of the timeout, 24.4 seconds left on the clock. It is Portales basketball. Mayberry bounces it into Lujan, and Lujan is quickly fouled by Corral.
And that's all you can do at this point. You're down by 3 possessions.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, you've got to give yourself at least a little time to work, but they have not been able to get Barunda an open look all night long. So credit to Portales defense. And, they went out and they took it tonight.
game's not over, but Lujan at the line, and that one is a miss. So game stays 59-52, a 7-point lead, still a 2-possession, more than three. It's really three possessions.
It's really 3 possessions.
Unless
it's a weird 2 normal
and
3.
that one no good as well, but Schaus with the rebound.
And that's Abby's double-double tonight.
They get it to Corral. 16 seconds left. Corral finds Schaus. Schaus, a turnaround jumper. In and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it is Ainsworth who comes up with it. Ainsworth in the backcourt will find her way across the center court. Now to Lujan. Lujan's just going to hang on to it.
Nope.
Make Corral Fowler. Yep.
I'm surprised Leslie did that. I would have just let her
just dribble it out.
So now
it's 1.8 seconds on the clock. There's it's over. That's all you can say, really. 1.8 seconds with a 7-point lead, and Lujan at the free throw line, whether she makes them or not, and she does make that one.
So now 8 points.
So Portales will win the regular season, but Lovington.
They be back here next Friday night.
Exactly. That one no good. Rebound comes out. Clock will run out. The buzzer sounds, and it is a 60-52-point victory. 60-52 final score in this one as Portales, they led at the end of each quarter. They didn't lead all the way, but they do finish up with the win. They go to 15-10 overall, 5-1 in district, and they win the regular season. But it's not over, and Lovington, of course, seeded is ranked number 7 in New Mexico 4A. They're gonna see post.
They will, but now they cannot go in any higher than Portales.
That's right. So there are all kinds of restrictions that kind of come into place, and they don't control their own destiny, but they will see postseason play. And they had a heck of a great regular season. They finish up at 19-7 overall, 4-2 in district. And final score again on this one was 60-52. You ready with recap,
Yep.
TJ?
Quick look at the numbers. You had 3 Lady Rams in double figures. Maria Lujan, Lizette Gomez, each with 11. Then 10 points for Addison Mayberry, Molly Ainsworth with 9. That was how the Lady Rams looked. They go 8 of 17 from the free throw line, turn the ball over 18 times. For Lovington, Ashlyn Barunda lights it up for 20, has 3 boards to go with it. Abby Schaus, a double-double tonight, 16 points and 10 rebounds, and 8 points for Leslie Corral. 5 in the books for Valeria Silva, and 3 points for Zoe Blackwell. 13 of 17 for the line. Lovington losing at the rebounding battle. Quick math looks like 30-27 and 29 turnovers.
Wow. So 60-52, your final score. Exciting game, well played regular season. Congratulations to the Lady Cats. It's tough, to fall in this one, but there's plenty more basketball for them, and we will definitely see them in district tournament next week. And then from there, we'll just have to find out what the future holds in this postseason play for our Lady Cats. That's it. We're just going to wrap up this game, but keep everything going and live. We'll reset the score bug here in just a little while before we begin the boys' game. We'll take a quick break as the boys warm up. Less than 14 minutes on the warm-up clock for them now. That game was supposed to be starting right now, so it's not going to be on time, but probably in about 20 minutes we'll get the boys' game underway, and we'll be back with more Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94KZR Facebook.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from here in Portales tonight as the Wildcats get ready to take on the Portales Rams. This is your Stone Oil Field Services pregame show. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan. So the Cats looking for their second win of the district season against their arch rivals, the Portales Rams. The one win Lovington has against the Rams. And Dawn, as we come into this one, we had an exciting girls game earlier. Lovington falling a little bit short against the Rams, but now it's the boys' turn to come out and see what they can do tonight. The playoff hopes of the Wildcats are fading. And there's just no better way to put it.
Right.
At 5-20 on the year, right now ranked 18th in Class 4A. And so if the playoffs were to start today, they would miss it. Lovington is the district's already been decided. The seedings have already. Artesia's number 1, Portales is 2, Goddard is 3, and then Lovington is 4. So what you need, you've got to get a win tonight. Portales, a top 10 team, number 10. And then I think really, realistically, Lovington's only chance of getting in the playoffs is going to be to win the district tournament. But to do that, well, it means you're going to have to go through a gauntlet next week, and you want to have tonight with a little momentum going into next week's games.
Yeah, it's a tall order. It's a tough one, but that's why you play. You play because things can happen. Sure, things happen.
There certainly is.
Yeah, so
now
that's what Lovington wants to do. They want to be that Cinderella team.
They do, and they have done it before, and so it's not to say they can't do it again. I think really what we've seen, and you've seen more of the boys this year than I have, just because I've been on assignment a lot of the nights that they've been playing. It is getting a consistent performance from start to finish. They come out, they play extremely well for a quarter or two quarters or 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden things just kind of seem to go away for them. The one game where that did not happen recently was against this Portales team at our place a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. And, so I think what Lovington is hoping for, lightning to strike twice, and they can, just look and see what worked for them in that game and try to build on that success. So, that's, of course, they had home court advantage, on that as well. It was a magical night. They had a big crowd, and the crowd was really feeding them. They were coming off of an exciting, lead-in game. And I think they're just trying to recapture that here against Portales tonight. The Rams are going to think, well, we're on home court, and we can pull this out. So we'll see what happens.
Well, and that's what happens is what is going to happen. This Lovington Wildcat squad, though, has the ability, if they will play the whole game, to really play with anybody in the state. And Artesia number 1 in the state in Class 4A. You've seen both those games, and at least at times in those games, Lovington has played with them, bucket for bucket, steal for steal, turnover for turnover, transition for transition. So they can play with anybody. It's finding that consistency, and I think that's one of those things Coach Casey Pack's kind of been waiting for, is getting the consistency for this team. It's like, come on. And now is you're out of chances at this point. Now's the time. You got to get the consistency.
And they really showed that in that game against this team. So if they can find that recipe, again, then they could definitely have that outcome again here, and that's what they're wanting and hoping for. And that's really that, and a great performance in the district tournament next week.
And the only time you're ever going to hear me say I'm looking forward to a district tournament is when we're in a situation like we are with Lovington. I've said it before. I hate these district tournaments when you've already played a double round robin. Okay, I get it for the Albuquerque Santa Fe district, where there's like 18 teams in each district and you might play each other once. Okay, I can see that. But in a 4-team district, I don't really see it.
You've played each other twice.
But Lovington has used that to get into the playoffs before.
That's true.
When they did that, it was 2020, I remember, because it was right before the world shut down. And I have never seen Casey Pack so happy in my life. But what they did, they came in very similar to this year, kind of an inconsistent performance, and then just by winning the district tournament, which gets you an automatic qualifier into the playoffs. Well, that knocked out Portales and Goddard. So, I mean, that's what they're going to be looking at again. And I have a feeling, oh, no, are we going to do the whole L.A. Lakers turn the lights off?
I see that they've got big speakers and lights and everything going on.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap up the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off. It's Lovington, Portales here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of the Wildcats and Lady Cats.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services,
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
And welcome back to the Ram Athletic Center here in Portales. Getting ready for the start of the final district game of the regular season for the home team Rams under new coach Ty Thatcher. They have 0, Pierce Culpepper, number 1, Pat Alvarado, number 2, Jacoby Bamforth, number 11, Aiden Mestis, and number 21, Latrell Long. They are in the home whites with the black letters and numbers and the red trim. For your Lovington Wildcats under head coach Casey Pack, it'll be Rivero, Perez, that's JoJo, Chase Terrell, Donovan Gomez, and Manny Perez. And the opening tip will be controlled by the Rams. And here we go as Long to the front court, bouncing it over to Bamforth. Bamforth back to Long, top of the arc. They're just going to work it around, get it over to Culpepper. He's going to direct traffic as Donovan picks him up. Hand it back off to Long. They'll throw it over, and a 3 on the way, and that one is off the mark and off of the tip and into the hands of Casey Pack. It'll be Ram basketball. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Tiffany Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square tonight. So the Rams will have it. That'll be Culpepper, and he'll drive through, put up a shot, no good. And they will call the charge on Pierce Culpepper. He got the rebound and then blasted through Elijah Rivero. So that'll be his first personal, first team foul, and the first turnover all in one little setup there.
Yeah, no score. 30 seconds into this.
JoJo to the front court, gets it off to Gomez. Gomez to Manny, and then a bad pass. And each team with a turnover now on the transition. The fast break. Bamforth takes it hard to the rack, no good. And it'll be Alvarado with the rebound. His shot up, no good. Gets it back into the hands of Mestis. He'll pull the trigger from 15 feet on the left wing, and it is up and good. And Portales draws first blood 1 minute into the first quarter.
3 looks at the basket, though.
That was a big key in the girls' game. Too many rebounds for the Rams. Trying to go into the middle. Gomez loses the handle on the basketball and into the hands of the Rams. But Rivero flashing back, knocks it away as they try and get a breaking Latrell Long and knocks it away. So even though the turnover, good defense for the Wildcats. Coming in will be Romero Flores as he will check in place of Pat Alvarado. And the inbound will come to Bamforth. Bamforth to Culpepper. Culpepper, deep left corner, 3 on the way. Mestis, and he will rattle that one home. Aiden Mestis with 5 points gives Portales the early 5-0 lead. Lovington needs to find an answer. JoJo will direct traffic as he crosses the timeline to Manny. Then bounce it out to Rivero. Back to Perez on the deep far right sideline. Over to Manny, thinks about the 3, bouncing it in. They try and go on the baseline to Chase Terrell, and that is 3 possessions and 3 turnovers for the Wildcats. Back into the front court, 3 ball up by Bamforth, and nothing but the bottom of the net left him open, made him pay, and it is an 8-0 run to start things off, and Casey says, all right, let's talk about this one. With an 8-0 run, and he's going to go ahead and make it a 60, so we'll take it with him. 6:10 to go in the first. It is Portales 8, Lovington still looking for its first score. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center, the Rack in Portales with Dawn Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle, and Casey Pack is thinking, whoa, this isn't how we wanted to start things off. They trail 8-0 early, Dawn.
They do, and Casey wanted to just kind of shut things down a bit, give his guys a little bit of breather, and kind of cool the momentum that Portales is already building early on in this one.
Starter still on the floor for the Wildcats as Elijah gets it into Manny. Back to Elijah under a backcourt pressure. The full court press is on to JoJo, looking for some room. He's going to throw the Hail Mary and gets it to Manny. It is tipped. Portales tries to save it, and they will. And another turnover for the Wildcats into the hands of Pierce Culpepper, who brings it into the front court. The Rams will reset the offense with Long, who directs traffic. JoJo gives him a little room, then a turnaround from 17 for Culpepper, no good. And Terrell has the first Wildcat rebound of the ball game. 5:40 remaining here in the first. Portales drops back in defense this time. Bamforth will pick up JoJo just as he crosses the timeline. Over to Manny, to Rivero. Push it out to Gomez. Gets it just shy of the timeline. Almost a backcourt violation. Toss it into the free throw line with Gomez. Hand it to Rivero. Slashes through. Partially blocked off. And it'll be Pierce who takes it off the front iron. To Hawkins. Pardon me, that is Long, who brings it back down. Long to Mestis, to Culpepper, top of the arc for three, and it is good. Pierce Culpepper finding the range early, and just like that, it is 11-0 run to start the ball game. 3 minutes gone here in the first. Throw it to Gomez at the free throw line, then out to Manny. Manny from the right wing, three ball up, it is off the mark, and it'll be Bamforth with his first board of the ball game. Lovington coming up empty. Mestis takes it, spin move, goes to the left baseline, shot up no good. Culpepper with a rebound, his putback no good, and Chase will have his second rebound, and then we will have a tie ball called as they got it to JoJo. It'll stay Lovington basketball. Alvarado back in as Flores out. So starters on the floor for both squads. 4:41 to go, fast moving first. 11-0 Portales in the lead. Throw the fastball to Manny, get it to Elijah. Takes it behind the back over to JoJo. Perez back out, then he'll get it back. He goes to the left baseline, uses up the dribble. Tossing to Manny, to Elijah. The little head fake, hippity-hop into the lane. Bad pass, fifth turnover for the Wildcats. Rams will bring it back down. Lovington with nothing going as Danny Criswell to check in. From the right slot, three ball up by Culpepper, no good, and it'll be Rivero with the rebound. Elijah pulls the trigger back down and then throws it in front of Gomez, trying to lead him like you're leading a duck on the range, but not going to work, and that'll be the sixth turnover for the Cats. 7 possessions, 6 turnovers, ouch, and another timeout taken. This one will be just a 30, and Portales and Coach Thatcher going to take it. I talked about this momentarily in the girls' game. It seems a little strange to look down at the sideline and not see one of the McBrooms coaching the Portales boys. We mentioned that earlier with the girls and their longtime head coach,
Gary Fraze.
So new coaches here in Portales this year.
Yeah, new faces.
New faces. Well, I don't know how much
names to have
to remember. Yeah. I don't know how much fun I can make of this guy. I mean, the Brooms were always, at least, pretty nice about it. I never make fun of them. And I'm certainly not making fun of them now because they seem to have the Wildcats number early, 11-0, and we are at the halfway mark of this first quarter.
Right.
It's an ouchie.
Cats got some fixing to do here.
Yeah, the Cats got to scratch their way out of this one. As it'll be Long off the inbound, takes it into the front court out of the timeout. Little spin move goes against Terrell, takes it to the baseline, tossing into the middle and right into the hands of Perez. Second turnover for the Rams. Back down, Perez takes it, goes all the way to the rack and underhands it up and in, and JoJo gets the Cats on the board. 11-2, the Cats are off the schneid. Now let's see if the defense can pick them up. That'll be Alvarado, uses up the dribble, needs some help under pressure from Criswell. Gets it off to Bamforth. Bamforth to Preston, who just checked in. Back to Bamforth. Fade away from 5 and a bad foul underneath on the Wildcats. They are going to whistle that one. Let's see for sure who they called it on. They're going to whistle that one on Chase Terrell. His first personal, first team foul.
Daz John Preston ended up on the floor, laid out. Nope, he popped right back up though.
Matthew Contreras will check into the ballgame for Manny Perez, and then off the inbound, the 3 shot up, no good. Donovan with trouble controlling it, finally does corral it in, but then turns it right back over to Portales. 3 on the way for Bamforth. That one short, partially blocked in the air. Ball bouncing around on the floor. Criswell will come away with it, and Lovington will get possession back. Gomez against Long into the front court on the Rams logo, far sideline. To JoJo, back to Donovan. Long picks him up quickly, goes in. 12-footer from just in front of the free throw line. Shot up, no good. And Culpepper will have his 4th board of the ball game. Coming near side to Mestis as Lovington comes into a 2-3 look. Culpepper fade away from the right block. Shot up, no good. And Contreras brings it down, but then turns it right back over, and going hard to the rack on the right side is Mestis, and he's got the bucket. Back to an 11-point Portales lead. Donovan into the corner. They trap him up with 3 different Rams on him. Poked away by Culpepper and out. It'll stay Lovington basketball.
And really, Donovan Gomez had an excellent game against Portales when the Wildcats beat them. He was one of the key reasons why the Wildcats picked up that win against Portales. There's a reason why Portales is on Gomez like, white on rice.
Manny and Rivero back in for the Wildcats. They'll push it into JoJo from the left slot for 3. That one is off the mark. Skine for the rebound. Mestis, he'll have his second board of the ball game. 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter. The head fake into Long. Mestis to Long to Alvarado. Step back, top of the arc. 3 ball up. That one no good. Off the tip. Into the hands of Rivero. He's got his second board. To JoJo, goes flying through, then gives it to Rivero on the right base and up and in for Elijah.
Yeah, nice give and go, and Perez with the assist.
13-4, back to a 9-point deficit for the Wildcats. Long with the ball tipped away, but keeps a hand on it. Now Lovington going to try and trap him up, and they're going to get the push foul, or they're going to get it on JoJo or Manny. They're going to call it on JoJo. That'll be his first personal, second team foul on the Cats. Good crowd here tonight at the RAC, the Ram Athletic Center. And a boisterous and noisy student section across the way. Bamforth to the front court. Hits it to Mestis, who goes between the legs. Rivero gives him a little room. Now he'll drive it in, and they call the foul before the travel.
Wow.
And they're going to get the second on JoJo, so he gets ticked for his second quick personal, so he's going to have to come out, and Chicken will come in his place. I have learned, do not call him Miguel.
Only once when we officially think that that's his name, but then we say nobody knows him by that name. So
that's what I was told. So Long in the left corner for 3. That one rolling around off the punch. Contreras will have the second board of his night. On the outlet, forward to Criswell. Criswell, with the hesitation, falls to the floor, but there is Rivero to pick it up and in.
Rivero and Criswell both also had really good games for Lovington in their defeat of Portales.
13-6 in favor of the Rams. Lovington trying to mount the comeback, and we're going to have a travel underneath as a slip and a slide for Bamforth. Give it back to Lovington. Can they capitalize and get back into it? Waiting to check in will be Lalo Aranda for Portales. Chicken will run the point, takes it into the front court. Coming near side to Criswell in front of the Portales bench. Get it to Manny, back to Criswell, thinks about the 3. He'll go deep left corner. He'll put up the 3 ball for sure. Not going to go, and it'll be Mestis with the rebound on the right side. Leaves it off in the backcourt. Coming back down will be Long, direct in traffic. To Alvarado. At the free throw line, uses up the dribble, throws the fastball into Long, throws it back out, top of the arc. Bamforth, the little 12-foot floater, that shot up, no good. Off of the tip, Criswell will wind up with it in his hands. Blue basketball. 30 seconds to go. Lovington trails by 7. To Rivero, left baseline, hippity hop. Out to Criswell, thinks about the 3, takes it to the left block, and his shot up is off the iron. Contreras chases it down and saves it out to Criswell. Good job there. Danny with it, pushing it in to Chicken, flashing through the lane, shot up, no good, gets his own rebound, get it around. Criswell with 6 from the left wing, and bang! Danny Criswell gets Lovington back to within 4, and then the steal on the inbound. Chicken puts it up and in. It is good, and we have played a quarter from here in Portales. It is Portales 13, Lovington 11. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center, Lovington went down 11-0 to start the quarter, but then stormed back and went on an 11-2 run to get back to within 2. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Don Morgan and Tiff Evie. I have turned myself down a little bit. I will try and contain. So you've got Perez, Criswell, Rivero, Perez, that's Manny, and Donovan Gomez on the floor for the start of this second quarter. Don, Lovington looked like they may just get punched completely out of here, but then they punched back.
They did, but for Portales also, their shooting went cold. They had several looks at the basket, came up with empty possessions, and just lost the handle on the ball a couple of times.
Lovington winning the rebounding battle 11-9 in that first quarter, and that led to some second looks. Long on the floor, gets a screen from Aranda, underhanded it to Culpepper. Culpepper then takes it to the right block. His turnaround from 12, no good, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. Are they going to get Criswell on it? Yep, it'll be Danny's first personal. First team foul in the quarter, and so that'll put Pierce Culpepper at the line.
Very fast-moving first quarter.
Yes, it was. Not a lot of stoppages. First one up for Culpepper is good. He's got 4 points for Portales. And they are back up to a 3-point lead. 7:45 remaining first half. So Culpepper gets the first, puts the right toe on the stripe, puts up the second, and they are both good. First free throws of the ball game go for the black and red. Chicken to the front court over to Criswell. Danny cycles a little bit, comes back out between the rings. The Chicken back to Criswell. Far sideline to Rivero. Trying to get it into Chicken, tipped away, and that'll be another turnover for the Wildcats. That's their 9th of the ball game. Long will bring it back into the offensive zone for Portales. Gets it to skate through, shot up by Barnwell, no good, and it'll be Criswell with the rebound. Bounce it to Rivero, goes hard to the rack, fouled. They're going to get Long for that one, I got to think. So 2 on the way for Elijah Rivero, and yep, they will call that on Latrell Long, his first personal, first team foul on the Rams. Rivero, about a 70% free throw shooter on the season. Puts up the first and gets it. Now 15-12, first points on the board in the quarter for the Wildcats as JoJo, who picked up 2 quick fouls, waits to check back in. He'll go in for Criswell, who will take a well-deserved breather. Danny Criswell, 3 points, 4 boards, coming off the bench. Leads the Wildcats in scoring, or did momentarily, and that one is off the mark, and it'll be another rebound for Culpepper. He's a beast on the boards. That's his 5th rebound of the ball game. That'll be Long as Perez picks him up into the middle, tipped, and Gomez takes it away and ties up Culpepper, and possession arrow for the Cats. 5th turnover for the Rams. So Rivero to inbound it from in front of his own bench, gets it into Perez. That's JoJo. We've got 3 Perez's on the floor.
Yeah, and it's interesting. They often.
And it'll be Rivero from the 15-footer from the right elbow and up and in. Rivero now with 7 points, pacing the Cats, and Lovington within 1. To the front court with Culpepper. Gomez and looks in the fall away from 10. That one off the mark, and it'll be Chicken with the rebound. Perez to Perez. JoJo left lane. Tries to get it to Gomez, and off the hands of Long. Stays Lovington basketball. I think he really thought that was his only option. He was going really too fast to make the shot. It was pass it out or go out. Lovington lucky they keep the basketball. Rivero from the far right baseline, pushing it in off the tip and into the hands of Long. Another turnover for the Cats to a breaking Mestis down the floor. Misses the point-blank layup. Rivero skies for the rebound and then gets crunched.
See, Portales has had a lot of looks at the basket after starting really hot on shooting. They have come up empty on a lot of their shooting.
Had a little problem with the camera there, so Perez for 3, no good.
Sorry.
And Manny will track it down. That's what happens when you're in a crowd.
Well, that's true. It wasn't me. It was maybe
a young fan in front of us.
A 2-year-old, a toddler, maybe. I don't know. He didn't mean to.
Chicken to Manny, working it around to Donovan. Back to Manny. Perez picks it up, throws the 3 ball up. That one no good, and they'll just let that one go out over to Portales. Chase Terrell will check back in for the Wildcats as Manny Perez heads to the bench. 15-14, 5:42 to go first half. Of course, yeah, we are sitting up in the stands here in Portales. I have been allowed in the media well once. They do have another media well, but it's at the end court. And, well, we won't go there. Alvarado with the basketball on the right baseline. DeLong takes it right baseline, puts up the little underhand shot, no good. And Rivero battles it out and gets his 4th board of the ball game. To Chase, back to Elijah, who takes it into the offensive zone for the Wildcats. To JoJo, back to Rivero, over to Chicken. Perez starts the cycle, back to Rivero, thinks about the 3. Bamforth gets to him quickly to Chicken. Lovington trails by 1 on a bad pass and overthrows everybody. And it'll be an 11th turnover for Lovington. 5:02 to go first half as Chris will back in as Chicken heads to the bench. Now you've got Perez, Terrell, Gomez, Rivero, and Criswell on the floor for your Wildcats. So it'll be Bamforth on the inbound, takes it across the timeline for Portales. Goes left side to Mestis, hand it to Culpepper. Culpepper to Bamforth, and Bamforth step back right slot, 3 good.
Wow.
Bamforth, his 2nd tray of the ball game. Back up to a 4-point Portales lead. JoJo kind of holds up before he crosses the timeline, then throws the fastball to Rivero, gets it away. Terrell trapped up in the deep left corner, needs some help, bounces through, comes to Gomez from the free throw line. 15-foot fadeaway, no good. And it'll be a breakaway back the other way to Long left lane. Misses the point-blank layup, and Chase Terrell with the rebound.
Yeah.
Back down come the Cats, coast to coast with JoJo, shot up, no good. And another rebound by Culpepper, and then swatted away by Perez, but it'll stay in the hands of the Rams. So Ram basketball leading by 4. 4 minutes to go first half. Fast-moving first half here. Final game of the regular season district tournament next week. And on the give and go to Culpepper, another miss on a point-blank shot. And last touch by the Rams goes I should say, to Lovington. I believe, and we'll check. I believe the district tournament for the boys will start Tuesday night at the launch pad at Roswell Goddard.
I think that's what they call that. I was just there last week.
Yes, you were. And a bad pass, but into the hands. It's one of their venues is the launch pad, and the other one's ground zero, and I never can remember which is which. I think the launch pad may be the baseball field. To Terrell, and he goes hard to the rack. Shot up, and that one won't rattle home, and Alvarado with the rebound for the Rams.
Both teams have some shooting woes coming up empty possessions.
Yes, they have been. Still 18-14, 3:20 to go first half. To Mestis, picks up the dribble, gets it out to Culpepper, far sideline to help him out. Lovington puts 2 on him as he goes into the post, and then he'll put up a little 5-foot hook, and it's good. 7 points for Culpepper with 3 minutes remaining. 20-14 the score in favor of the Rams. Back to Criswell, right slot for 3, and that one not going to fall. And Alvarado with his 4th board of the ball game. All of a sudden, the glass cleaning getting a little lopsided in favor of the black and red. Ethan Crawford seeing his first action, picks up the dribble to Culpepper. Fakes the 3, then goes into the right lane, puts up a shot, no good, and they call the charge on Culpepper.
Yep.
That'll be his 2nd personal. 5th to make that the 6th turnover for the Rams. As Manny back in, as Terrell will take a seat and take a breath. So it'll be Lovington basketball from their baseline. Portales drops back 1-3-1 zone look. With 2.5 remaining here in the first half. An entertaining one to be sure. To Manny, to Rivero, to Criswell at the free throw line. Under intense pressure from Bamforth. Long cross-court pass to Rivero. To Manny, to Criswell. Back to Manny, left corner, 3 ball up and bang!
Wow.
Manny Perez.
Swish.
It's Lovington back to within 3, 2:10 remaining. Alvarado sets the screen for Bamforth as he crosses the timeline, and they'll toss it to Mestis far side. Criswell gives him just a little bit of room as we tick to 2 minutes remaining in the half. To Culpepper. Goes in, steps back on the line, long two. A 19-foot two-pointer for Pierce Culpepper. 9 points for Culpepper. 22-17, Portales in the lead. Final game of the regular season. JoJo with it under pressure. Gets it to Donovan and out to Criswell. Left wing, shot up, no good. And wow, how could that be a foul on us? They're going to call Donovan with a push foul. So his first personal. Second team foul for Lovington. Coming in will be Ramiro Flores.
Less than a minute and a half to half.
This has been a fast-moving first half.
It has. I like it. Lots of energy.
Quick, exciting basketball. They are talking about putting a shot clock in. I don't know if that'll happen if we can keep the pace of the games like this one. Bamforth to the front court, controls it for the Rams. Tosses out. That's Flores back in, then he'll give it off to Crawford. Crawford under pressure. Then they'll toss it in, get it to Mestis. He'll spin through the left lane, put up a shot, count the bucket and the foul. Mestis with 9 with a chance to go to 10 with 3 the old-fashioned way. They're going to call Gomez with the knock to the head. That'll be Donovan's second personal. Third team foul on the Cats. So Aiden Mestis at the line for the and one, and it is up and it is down. 10 points for Mestis, paces the Rams. And they go up 25-17. Here's that quarter we talked about Lovington didn't need to have. It is a 12-5 run. Toss it into Gomez. Takes it on the right base. Tries to go into the post, but then's fouled. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, they're going to get Mestis going high.
Actually, it looks like they're going to get Alvarado, so that'll be his second personal. Fourth team foul on the Rams. So Gomez, also about a 70% shooter from the line this season. Puts up the first and gets it. I wasn't sure there for a minute. Contreras back in the ballgame for the Wildcats. Lalo Aranda back in for the Rams. Perez, Criswell, Gomez, Contreras, and Rivero on the floor for the Wildcats. Donovan got the first, puts up the second. That one no good, but it'll be Contreras battling for the rebound, coming away with his third. Bounces off to Criswell to Rivero. Takes it through the left baseline, goes hard to the rack, puts up the shot, no good. Gomez, he'll bring it back down, and he'll turn around and float it over the front of the rim, good. Donovan's second board, his third point. 25-20. 25 seconds to go to Crawford on the left baseline. Good defense. Lovington got to him quickly to blast him up, and then Mestis, he will run through.
Little one-arm floater was really pretty.
After, it should have been a charge, but the refs weren't buying it. 10 seconds to go. JoJo to the left baseline into the corner. Criswell right side for 3. Off the mark and into the hands of Bamforth with 2, with 1 at the buzzer. No good. And we have played a half from here in Portales. It is the Rams 27, the Wildcats 20. We'll be back. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center in Portales, it is halftime, final game of the regular season, and the Cats trailing the Rams 27-20. I'm TJ Miracle, she's Dawn Morgan, Tiffany V, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. Oh, I almost forgot. See, I don't get to do this enough anymore.
Yes.
It's the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. All right, now I can get on to the numbers from the first half because business has been taken care of. It was Aiden Mestis leading the way for Portales. He had 12 points in that first half. Pierce Culpepper with 9 and Jacoby Bamforth with 6. That's the scores for the Rams. That's it.
Wow.
Culpepper with 6 rebounds.
Yes.
Alvarado with 4. Mestis with 3. And Bamforth with 2. It comes out to 13 rebounds total for Portales in the first half. They went a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. Turned the ball over 5 times. Got 13 in the first, 14 in the second. That gets them to their 27 on the board. No turning the page for your Wildcats. It's Elijah Rivero pacing Lovington. He had 7 points in the first half. He is also the leading rebounder along with Criswell with 4. Then you had 3 points for Criswell, 3 points for Gomez, 3 points for Manny Perez, a bucket for JoJo Perez, and a bucket for Chicken Perez. Lovington 50-50 from the line in the first half. They go 2 of 4. So mention Criswell and Rivero with 4 rebounds apiece. Chase Terrell, Matthew Contreras with 3. Donovan Gomez, Chicken Perez with 2. Manny Perez with 1. Lovington winning the rebounding battle in the first half. They had 19.
Wow, 19-13.
But they turned the ball over 11 times, and so they lost that battle.
Right.
11 points in the first, only 9 in the second. And that's how we get to the 20 on the board for the Wildcats. So your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half from what you saw, Dawn.
Yeah, got to cut down the their turnovers.
Yep.
Keep rebounding, but try to make Lovington has not made enough points off of off of those rebounds. They've had too many empty possessions, so they just have some cleanup work to do. Just clean some things up, and they've kept it within 7 and. At times it's been a lot closer than that. So if they can come out in the third quarter and chip away and get that deficit taken care of, and Portales has had long stretches of cold shooting. Otherwise, the score would be much worse than it is. It'd be, wouldn't be a 7-point ball game. It'd be about a 20-point ball game.
Well, it would. And on their first 5 possessions, Lovington turned it over 4 times.
Yeah.
And so you're only looking at 7 turnovers as opposed to 11 if you hold on to the ball a little bit better there in the first quarter. But the offense finally got clicking about halfway through that quarter, and it was 13-11 at the end of the first quarter. So they've got it, but it's that consistency thing we talked about the pregame show.
It can come up and take hold of them like wildfire, or it can absolutely desert them and leave them cold as a stone. It's just, and that can all happen within half a quarter.
It can, and it has happened. So again, we talked about it, and even though the district seedings are already set, there is a lot on the line for Lovington. We talked about playoff hopes. And they've still got them at number 18. There's a lot of schools that we're talking probably of 14 through about 20, all looking kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
And Lovington's that high really because of their strength of schedule.
Sure.
But so still a hope, but they really need to win this game because that would give them a top 10 win.
Sure.
Now then, that doesn't help you a whole lot, but it does help. And then really, I think realistically to make the state tournament, the playoffs, they're going to have to win the district tournament no matter what they do here tonight. But you sure want that win to get a little bit of momentum going into next week.
Confidence, momentum, and build onto that. So, yeah, that's what they want to do. They need to win this game. It just comes down to it. So,
well, let's see what they can do.
They've got some work to do, but they could do it.
They certainly do. If they can get the shooters going. The Wildcats only 2 trays in that first half, and they are a team that sometimes does kind of live by the 3, die by the 3. Portales the same way, too. They doubled up in the 3-point categories. They had 4 of them in that first half. So, we get a few more to fall, get some open looks at it. Maybe it becomes a little bit different story in the second half. So that's what we are looking at. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we go to the second half right after this. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center in Portales, getting ready for the second half of this one. Lovington trailing the Rams 27-20. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan. Thanks for being with us on this breezy Tuesday night. Of course, the Tatum game was canceled tonight because of the wind.
Because of travel conditions, poor visibility, high wind, so forth. We know a little something about that.
It did get a little better the further north we came.
It did.
But we're here, of course, doubleheader tonight. The Lady Cats falling in the district championship game earlier tonight. So they'll have a couple of games hopefully next week in the district tournament, keeping a slim hope of a home game alive there. So it looks like you're going to have the starters on the floor once again for both teams. That'll be Rivero, Perez, Terrell, Gomez, and Perez. For Lovington, Culpepper gets it on the inbound, gives it off to Long. He tries to go through, and he will put it up. Nate, a nifty little move underneath. Puts it in. That's his first bucket of the ball game. 9-point lead by Portales. Just underway, third quarter. JoJo with Long on him to Manny. Manny between the legs. Gets it over to JoJo. Back to Manny. Bounce pass to Gomez, deep left corner. They try and trap him up. Nifty little spin move, then he'll give it off to Manny. Left slot, 3 ball up off the front of the iron, and Terrell will have his 4th board of the ball game. Move it around to Rivero, right corner. Then back out to Perez. Manny losing it off of his foot. 12th turnover for the Wildcats. Culpepper to Long, back to Culpepper, and up and in. Pierce Culpepper with 11, and it's a quick 4-0 run to start the half for the Rams. Cats need to answer. To Perez in front of the Wildcat bench. Bounce it to Gomez. Right baseline, puts up the bunny jumper, not going to fall. And another rebound for Culpepper, that's number 7. Into the deep left corner for Bamforth. Then out to Alvarado, wide open look at 3. That one off the mark, and another rebound for Culpepper. He'll take a three-pointer, and it is in and out from the left corner. And it'll be Perez coming down with the board. Manny gets it over to JoJo, who takes it right baseline, and up and in for Rivero, who's got 9. Minute and a half into the third, Lovington finally on the board, 31-22, 9-point deficit for the Wildcats. Long just going to take his time. Culpepper to Bamforth. Culpepper sets the pick for Bamforth and gets it right back. The big boy will shoot it if you leave him open. To Long from the screen from the right slot, up no good, and Bamforth will have his third board of the ball game. Get it into Mestis, a little fall away from 5. He's got 14. Back to an 11-point lead. Portales tying their biggest lead of the ball game. That'll be JoJo with it to Manny. Then long cross-court pass to Rivero. Rivero into the corner to JoJo for 3 off the mark, and Manny with another rebound, his third, and then going hard to the rack. Manny puts it up, and then he's got 5. So Perez with 5.
A little ricochet basket there.
Yes, it was. To Mestis to Alvarado. Portales can afford to be patient, up by 9.
Oh, trip.
And then driving in and tripping, but into the hands of Culpepper, who takes it on the base and puts up the shot and gets it to fall, and he'll get the foul too. Rivero going to get tacked for his first personal. Culpepper will get a chance for the and one. First personal on Elijah, so Culpepper is 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
And Alba's going to go in, and Terrell will come out.
Alba seeing his first action of the evening. Coming with about 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. 5:19 remaining on the clock. Portales trying to get it up to 12. That would be their biggest lead of the game, and Culpepper gets it there. 36-24, 12-point lead for the Rams. Cats running out of time to find the offensive answer. Manny to JoJo to Alba, right corner, 3-ball up off the back of the iron, and Mestis will have his 4th board. It's another one and done for the Wildcats.
And if Alba's in, he's in to take 3-point shots.
Bad pass, and Lovington will steal it away. 7th turnover. Back down the other way. JoJo runs into Culpepper, puts up a little runner. Not going to go, and Gomez gets it and then gets it blocked and right into the hands of Culpepper, who takes it coast to coast and lays it off the left glass. Sometimes, instead of trying to draw the foul, try and get the shot. And I think maybe that's what happened on that possession for Lovington. Alba trying to push it over, and that one will be another steal, and then back down the other way to Long. Right glass puts it up and in. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Casey Pack. As Long now with 4 points in the ball game. 4:25 remaining in the third. Cats trail 40-24. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
A 13-4 run to start the second half, and Lovington takes the timeout. Now down by 16. To Alba on the left baseline, still trapped up in the backcourt. Bouncing to Rivero. Throwing the fastball to Gomez in the front court, and that'll be 15 turnovers now for the Wildcats. Into the hands of Alvarado. Comes near side to Bamforth, who has to corral it, but does. They'll give it to Culpepper, who sets his screen, then goes to the high post, partially blocked up, and thrown in and saved, but right into the hands of the Wildcats. To JoJo from Manny, back to Manny, right slot, 3 on the way, too hard, and it'll be Long with the rebound, his first of the game. Bouncing it to Alvarado into the offensive zone. Then on the give and go, Alvarado splashed through and has his first bucket of the ball game.
With an assist by Culpepper.
And just like that, Lovington 18 down. To Gomez, picks up the dribble, tries to get it to Alba, almost losing the basketball under intense pressure. Ball loose on the court, and it will be stripped away by Mestis. He gets it to Long, and the 15-footer from the free throw line is good. Latrell Long with 6 points, and another whistle sounds, and a timeout gonna be taken. And it'll actually be Portales gonna take this one. It'll be another 60, so 44-24, 3:20 to go in the third. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Welcome back to the Ram Athletic Center. I'm actually not sure why Coach Thatcher took the time out there, because his team seemed to be rolling. Casey Pack turning a wonderful shade of Portales red down there. He was not happy, so let's see if Lovington can pull it back together, down by 20. 3:15 remaining in the third. Criswell to the front court to Alba. Criswell also checking into the ballgame, seeing his first action, Caleb McBride. Danny back to Alba. Alba takes it in, loses it off of his ankle, and another turnover for the Cats. Back down, Mestis goes coast to coast and scoops it up and in. So it doesn't look like the timeout really affected Portales much at all. Jacob DePorto waits to check in for the Wildcats. McBride to Alba, who spins out of pressure from Mestis, and then back out to JoJo. To McBride. Danny with it, Criswell, but he gets it stripped away. And back down the other way, Mestis goes, hooks it up and in. Just that kind of night. All of a sudden, 3 straight turnovers, 3 straight buckets the other way. Points off of turnovers will kill you, and right now Lovington getting murdered. McBride, top of the arc, under pressure, and finally going to get a foul called. They are going to whistle that one on Alvarado, who goes sliding across the floor. That'll be his third personal, just the first team foul on Portales here in the quarter. Comes with 2:06 remaining here in the quarter. Lovington down by 24. To the backcourt with Perez. Perez gets a little screen from McBride, a little bit far out. JoJo will step back from 15 from the right elbow, shot up, no good. And it'll be Bamforth's 4th rebound of the ball game. Back down, and then we're going to have a foul call. No, a jump ball called. JoJo gets it, and Lovington will have the basketball. 9th turnover for Portales.
Yeah, nice. It was a quick transition. JoJo's speed came in handy. Nice hustle.
Jacob DePorto inbounds it, so the youngster seeing his first action. Of course, we know his dad quite well. Longtime assistant for the softball team, now one of Casey Pack's assistants. So it'll be Criswell with it in front of his bench, out to DePorto between the rings. Looking for something to open up to JoJo on the far sideline. Tossing back to Criswell, top of the arc. Long comes out on him, toss it to Contreras at the free throw line. Then to DePorto, tries to make a little room, and he's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line for 3. Nifty little move there to give himself some room. They're going to call the hack on Bamforth. His first personal, second team foul on the Rams. So Jacob DePorto to the line for 3. McBride out. Elijah Rivero back in. Wow, they're going to say that was on the floor, not in the act of shooting. Are you kidding? I could have sworn he was shooting when they got bumped. Just that kind of night. Criswell into the corner. JoJo takes it, throws it into no man's land, and then thrown away and tipped. Okay, yeah, tipped by Mestis, so it'll stay Lovington ball. On the inbound, NBA level 3, up by Perez, no good. Trying to save it is Rivero, and does, but right in the hands of Mestis. So back down come the Rams. Mestis bouncing it, a little put up, no good from the right side by Alvarado. Ball out, last touched by Crawford. It'll be Lovington basketball. Just 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Cats are going to have to figure it out. They've got 8:41 left of clock time to figure this one out. 15-footer for Rivero off the mark, and another rebound for Culpepper. He's a board away from a double-double tonight. He's got 15 points, 9 boards. Culpepper bouncing it, trying to get Crawford going onto the baseline, and throws it away.
Good break for Lovington.
Yes, it is. 10th turnover for Portales. But you got to take that break, and you got to find a way to score it.
Yeah.
And instead he'll just turn it over, and Mestis will drive in. That one rolls off, and the rebound by Perez, his first. Perez to DePorto, knocks it down to Criswell. Takes it around, goes right baseline, and Rivero stripped out. And another turnover. They wanted the foul, not going to get it. And at the buzzer, Mestis, and that one off the iron from about just over the timeline. So we have played 3. All Portales in this one. They lead it 48-24. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today, 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398.
The third quarter did not go the way of the Wildcats at all. A 21-4 shellacking in the third quarter has got Lovington trailing by 24 as we go to the fourth. Welcome back to Portales. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight. So it'll be Ram basketball to start things off in this fourth quarter. So the Rams have their starters on the floor, looks like. A little bit of a mix-up for Lovington. Got Gomez, Chicken, Rivero, Criswell, and Contreras. And going through, and a foul going to be called as Culpepper slicing to the bucket. He'll go to the line for 2. Let's see for sure who they put it up on. It'll be on Gomez, a hold. So that'll be the third personal on Donovan. First team foul, and Culpepper back to the line where he is a perfect 3 of 3. Said he had 15 earlier. I lied. He's got 16. I missed a point, and now he's got 17. And it's 49-24. It has just not been the night of the Wildcats, Dawn. At least not the second half.
No, and it's been very, very fast-moving game.
Second one on the way for Culpepper, and yep, that's the way it goes. He gets the roll, so it'll be Chicken to run the point. crossing into the Portales defensive zone. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Donovan. Ball away from 15 on the right baseline. Shot up, no good, and another rebound for Mestis. Lovington still winning the rebounding battle, and there is a bad pass. Turnover 11. Give it back to Lovington. Manny waits to check in as they're going to get Donovan off the court. So you've got Long, Mestis, Culpepper, Alvarado, Bamforth on the floor for the Rams. So Manny with it to Rivero. Toss it to Criswell into the corner for Chicken. Left side for three, off the mark. And it'll be Rivero with the rebound. He spins and goes hard to the rack on the left side. And Rivero with 11 to pace the Cats. Pushing it into the front court with Mestis. Then a three ball up, and that one is off the iron. Another rebound for Elijah. Hands it off to Criswell. Danny weaves through traffic from the right elbow. Shot up, no good, and it'll be Long with his second board of the ball game. One and done down the floor for the Cats. 1 minute gone here in the fourth. A 50-26 drubbing right now, unless the Cats find the offense quickly, to Culpepper all by himself. 20 in the ball game for the big boy for the Rams. Think we could go over to Eastern and get Cale back over for a little while? Yeah, I know. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, good thought.
And that's a good little pass, and from the high post, 10-footer not going to fall, though. It has been that night for the Cats. Bamforth will have another rebound. Culpepper on the give and go to Long, flashes through, goes hard to the floor, no call, but he gets the bucket. Latrell Long now with 8 points in the ball game, 54-26, and they'll call the reach on Long. His second personal, first team foul in the quarter. And so there's going to be some subs come in for Portales, and timeout going to be taken by the Rams with 6:10 remaining, just a 30. So we'll keep it right here. Say a big thanks to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. You hear their ads. We could not do this without them. It's because of them we never have to charge you to watch your kids and teams play. Never have to beg you for donations like so many, unfortunately, so-called broadcasters do. We don't do that, and it's because of those great folks right there on the bottom of your screen. So support those folks with your thanks, but more importantly, support them with your business. When you need a good or a service, talk to those good folks who support your Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. So after the last Portales timeout, they went and ripped off, I think 8 straight points. They're going to try and do that again. Lovington doesn't want that to happen. Bill Perez will get it into Perez. We got 3 Perez's out there. It's a law firm with Rivero, too. So is it Perez, Rivero, Perez, Perez? We'll figure it out. To Chicken. Gets it to Manny. Then over. Tossing it back out. JoJo to Chicken to Manny, but they pick him up quickly. To Rivero. Contreras on the floor, too. Contreras to Perez. Perez, right wing, and over the basket. Just the night it's been. So it's Perez, Contreras, Rivero, Perez, and Perez. I'm going to come up with a law firm name at some point.
Yeah, I think there's one too many players out there, though.
Hey, you can have 5 partners in a firm.
Not one too many partners, but one too many on the floor. Yeah.
There's times tonight we might could have used 6.
No.
I don't think it works that way.
No.
Flores to Crawford, and he'll fall away from the right baseline. Up and out. And Rivero with his 7th rebound. Perez, Rivero, Perez, Contreras, Perez. There we go. We got our law firm.
Okay. There's a certain ring and rhythm to that.
There is, yes. Rivero tossing it out to JoJo. Top of the arc. In and out. And it'll be another rebound as going behind the back is Bamforth. He'll take it coast to coast off the rebound and up and in. 8 points for Jacoby Bamforth. Now a 30-point trailer. And that one out. And last touch by Manny. And Portales ball. Or did Portales touch it last?
Yep.
I wouldn't have been surprised if we had, because it's been that night. So Rivero with it. The no look to Contreras at the elbow on the inbound. Hand it off to JoJo. Come near side to Manny. 4:45 remaining in the contest and in the regular season. To JoJo, the little 5-foot push is up and good. Perez with 4 points in the ball game. Then pressure on the inbound, knocked away, and Perez knocks it into the front row of the stands. Of course, next up for the Wildcat boys, Tuesday night in Roswell. We'll have it for you. On the give and go, long to the front court, under a little bit of pressure. Into the corner for Aranda, then back out top of the arc to Crawford. They'll reset as Bamforth will direct traffic as we hit the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. Portales can really just play keep away if they want to for 4 minutes. Pretty good battle going underneath between Manny and Flores. Bamforth, little spin, loses the basketball right into the hands of the Wildcats. To Chicken from the right elbow, needs some help. To Manny, to Contreras. Now JoJo right baseline, out to Chicken, left wing, and too hard. And Chicken will wind up with his own rebound, his third. Flip it to Rivero. He'll pull the three-point trigger from the left wing. That one not going to fall, and Crawford with the rebound. And Crawford throws it across, but it kind of takes a high bounce. One of those high mountain bounces. You're not supposed to get those on the plains. And gave Long time to get there. Then to Flores and blocked from behind by Perez. JoJo's still out there playing hard. They're going to whistle him for his third personal. And that'll put Flores at the line for two. Ramiro Flores, his first trip to the line tonight.
Not much time spent at the line by either team tonight.
No, there has not been. 10 combined attempts from the free throw line. Make it 11 now. As new legs coming in for the Wildcats. Jaden Garcia seeing his first action on the night. Donovan Gomez back in the game too. Of course, Lovington tonight without the services of Alex Rivera. Second shot up, and that one is no good, but it'll be a rebound by Braxton Roy, but then taken away by the Wildcats and Perez to Gomez, and Donovan gets the roll. Donovan with 5 in the ball game. Bad pass into the hands of the Wildcats to Rivero. Reverse layup, shot no good, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. You don't want to see this become a sloppy foul fest at this point, as they're going to whistle that one on Mestis. That'll be his first personal. Second team foul on the Rams. So Rivero with 11 points, pacing the Cats. 1 for 2 at the line this evening. And 1 of 3. I shouldn't have said anything. One of these years, I'm going to learn the announcer's curse. I'm wondering if maybe they got Culpepper in there for a double-double.
Well, he's in the blocks in the front along with Roy for Portales.
Second one on the way for Elijah, and that one will roll home. 12 points for Rivero. 56-31, 25-point deficit for the Cats with 3 minutes remaining in their regular season. Now you are going to have to win the district tournament. The Long throwing it back out to nobody in particular. And that's 3 straight times down the floor for the Rams where they've turned it over. The Lovington ball to Chicken. Working against Roy. And a little miscommunication. JoJo winds up with it. Now it's loose on the floor. Culpepper gets it and tosses it out. And Long will wind up with it as Culpepper picks himself up off the parquet, but then tries to make a spin move and spins it right to the floor. Chicken, the head fake, the leaner from 15, no good. Rebound by Crawford, his second. 2:21 remaining. 56-31 here at the rack, the Ram Athletic Center from Portales. To Long from the left wing, and it is good. Latrell Long with 11 points, double figures, all of them coming in the second half. 59-31, Portales trying to send a message here tonight, I've got to think. They'll be second in the district. To Rivero, and then a bad pass into the middle into the hands of Roy. As Long puts up the reverse, and then they are going to call the push on Roy, trying to get the rebound. That'll be his first personal, third team foul, 1:45 to go. Jacob DePorto back in. Of course, anybody who wants to win the district tournament has got to go through the Artesia Bulldogs, number 1 in the state and the defending 4A champs. Portales still going to be in the playoffs and still in the hunt for a home game. But I think in order for them to get that, they are probably going to have to knock off the Bulldogs. For Lovington to get into the playoffs, they're going to have to knock them off. Chicken to Gomez into the corner for DePorto. Hand it back off to Donovan. 90 seconds to go. To DePorto, right corner. 3-ball up and bang! Jacob DePorto, welcome to the scorebook, young man. 59-34. When you live by the three, you die by the three, and that is just the third tray of the night for the Wildcats. As Culpepper spins and up and in. 22 for Pierce Culpepper.
But he's, a rebound short
He's
of the
a rebound
double-double?
short of a double-double.
Uh-huh.
And that'll be up and bank it off the glass. Good for JoJo Perez. He's got 6 in the contest. Under a minute to go. Culpepper, no look pass to Aranda. And then back out. There, Crawford. He'll toss it to Bamforth. We'll leave it off for Preston. Back to Bamforth. To Culpepper. 30 seconds to go. They're just going to dribble this one out, I got a feeling, if Lovington will let them. And Preston goes in against Garcia. He takes it through, puts up the circus shot, and it's good. Daz John Preston with a dazzler there. 53-36. Out to Chicken, to Gomez from the left corner. That one off the mark. And that'll be Garcia with the rebound and the putback. Jaden, welcome to the scorebook with 2 with 1. And that will do it. Our final score tonight is Portales 63, Lovington 38. So that'll do it for the Wildcats. We'll be back right after this to wrap things up. Wildcat basketball here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center, Lovington falling tonight by a final of 63-38. And they will wrap up their regular season at 5-21, 1-5 in district. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Leading scorers tonight, 3 double figures for the Rams, led by Pierce Culpepper, 22 points. He winds up 1 rebound short of a double-double by my reckoning. 18 points for Aiden Mestis and 11 points for Latrell Long. For Lovington tonight, only 1 player double figures. That was Elijah Rivero. He had 12 points to go along with 7 boards. 5 points for Gomez. That's Donovan. 5 points for Manny Perez. 3 points, Danny Criswell. 2 points, Jaden Garcia. 2 points, Chicken Perez. So just not enough for the Wildcats tonight. They've got to figure it out with the district tournament starting in 1 week. So final thoughts on what we saw tonight. Not a good night for the Cats or Lady Cats here in Portales.
Just didn't happen. Didn't happen. Some bright spots, some good things here and there, and some good fight, and Lady Cats coming very close, but it just wasn't to be for either team tonight. So we look forward and ahead to next week, and that's all we can do.
And as soon as we know the dates and times and places, we will let you know, and we will be with you next week for the district tournament. So big thanks to all of our great sponsors. Thanks to everybody who watched in tonight. Southeast New Mexico, West Texas, and around the world here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye on and ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Portales. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody.